Yeah, let's get this bastard cop into jail.
That's the first thing the viewers heard.
Yay!
Good start.
Big agree.
Oh, Lordy Lou. Okay. Why did I start saying Lordy Lou? Did I become a grandmother?
Yeah, I
You
started
probably
saying
got
it
that
too
from
because
me.
of you.
The both of you probably got that from me.
Ah!
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
That's
I thought
the
it was like,
host.
I completely didn't miss that. Like, I thought like, yeah, I'm really into cottagecore lesbianism right now, so I thought it was just me being like internal grandmother, but no, I got it from Tony.
Cottagecore lesbianism and Ireland are synonymous.
Oh my god.
Tony, how do you feel?
Yeah. Tony, how do you feel being a cottagecore lesbian?
I feel like there's a very incremental problem about that.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Good start.
Oh, why are we like this?
Ah, we're fine. We're fine.
Oh boy.
Okay. Right. So Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was that? Oh, with you, Ellie. Thank
Disaster
you, Ellie.
lawyers. Yeah, hi.
I heard the notification. I didn't know who it was.
Yes, I have a
Okay.
channel.
You have a Twitch channel, really?
Really? No. Wow, have you never known? No. Wait, are you genuinely kidding or are you being sarcastic?
No, I've watched your stream,
Are you being
Ellie.
sarcastic? Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, because I was like, you do not know?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, I think I've got all your usernames and stuff. Okay, got the tags. Right. Ace Attorney, Rise from the Ashes. Let's get going then.
Let's finish
Yeah.
this.
I clicked the wrong thing. My mouse is too fast. I got a new mouse and it's too fast for me.
Oh no.
Oh no. That mouse sensitivity though.
I know,
I was about to
right?
say, have you not got a way to turn the DPI down?
I have, but it's slightly off still.
Ooh.
Oh.
So
wow,
I can't
like
get
that.
perfect. I'm
Use the controller.
use the controller. So move the mouse. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Fuck it, why not?
I'll just use my arcade stick as a mouse in the future. That's fine.
That's fine. It's fine. We got there.
Right. So where we last left off, I think we accused
Everyone
Damon-
kind of knew that Damon was guilty.
Yeah, we
Yes.
accused Damon of some shit.
Yeah, and
We
then...
Covering it up.
prove
That's
it.
what we accused him of. Not
Yeah.
we didn't accuse him of doing it. We just accused him of covering it up because Emma did.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
we won't
and then
talk
we-
about that.
And we heard
So,
testimony.
no, that's fine.
Didn't we
We're
also
fine.
accuse him of killing Bruce
Oh yeah, well,
Goodman?
okay.
I think we
We
did.
accused him of Bruce Goodman's murder, yes, but not of Neil Marshall's
Hmm.
2 years ago.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, we heard testimony about that from Emma.
Yeah,
Mm.
indeed.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Hi, Steiny.
and hi,
Hi,
Steiny.
Hello.
Oh shit, I haven't booted up Twitch chat. Okay, hang on, let me...
We are prepared. We are
Hold up
disaster
while my
boys.
internet connection goes funny.
Okay.
Yeah, chatty was
Always
being very
fun.
weird for me for a minute there. It wasn't actually loading up. The thing was saying you were still offline.
All right, that's odd.
It's
Oh.
working now, but
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'll keep an eye on my little network box thing.
Somebody
No, that was Ellie.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. I didn't expect you to watch it on
Missed
my
my
Twitter.
brain. I didn't watch it, you just got it stuck in my head!
Oh. Well,
Clearly, it's your fault, Meredith.
everything's my fault.
Yeah, Meredith, God.
God.
Oh no! Oh no, you made it sad! No!
All right, everyone.
y'all are some horrible people.
Back to some law. All right, that'll lighten the spirit. ACAB. Yeah, it's now 2 p.m. Another recess, or not? No, we're straight in. Actually, it looks like courtroom number 9.
Yeah, because we were moving on to having Lana give testimony, but then
that's right.
just before it was actually not even just before, it was the reason that recess was called was because Damon, who had originally invoked the fifth, basically, came back and said to Lana, "Hey, if you testify about what happened 2 years ago, there's going to be some consequences."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And didn't we need evidence to prove Damon's guilt, and then we didn't have any?
Yes, because we, and there's also a case of we have some evidence, but it's not permissible yet.
Yeah, and we have the old evidence law thing. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
That will be
That's
very
fun.
helpful.
Yeah. Exactly.
Ooh.
Right. Okay, and we're in courtroom
To get
number
to the
9.
complex bit of it.
Yeah.
Number 9. Number 9.
Number
Number 9. Sorry.
Stop.
I must have missed something again.
Oh, that's an obscure Beatles reference. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
The Beatles fandom side of
I
Meredith.
see.
Listen, we're not going to unlock that side of me. That's dead and gone.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally it just leaps out like a sleep paralysis demon.
Wow.
Listen, I went through 3 years of Beatles and nothing else. It's permanently etched into my brain.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
Well, one of my favourite useless facts about the Ace Attorney wiki is you can look up a list of what trial happened in what courtroom.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
Who took the time to do that?
I wish I knew.
People have no lives.
And you'll be pleased to hear this is the only case that ever takes place in courtroom number 9.
Oh,
Anyway.
cool.
I don't know why I remember that. Let's move
No
on.
coincidence that it's the case that involves the SL9 incident.
Oh, we're getting
shit,
deep
Tom.
now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Galaxy
It's
brain
all
narrative
connected.
direction here.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay, who was doing the judge again? I completely forgot.
Is it you?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
sorry.
interesting.
We've been playing it in our downtime, and Aaron's been doing the judge.
Yeah, I've
So,
been the
like-
judge. 'Cause Ellie is Apollo.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because
So-
she's the one actually holding the controller.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Hi,
But then
Lemon,
we
welcome,
switch between
welcome.
like Trucy and like Apollo every 2 seconds because like we keep mixing up who's doing who.
Yeah. I'm Trucy Wright.
It's cursed as
horrible.
fuck. It's so
Does Phoenix Wright canonically have a daughter?
he does.
He does.
Well, yeah. It gets really
Trucy
confusing
Wright,
to start
yeah.
because you're just there like, wait, the fuck?
Yeah,
It's been like
she's
7 years,
15 and
Phoenix.
he's
Holy
30.
shit.
Yeah, he's 33 and she's 15.
Yeah.
16.
Oh.
And she is
When
a
did he have
baby
a
and we
child?
love her. When did you procreate?
Okay, I don't think it's a spoiler to say she's adopted, but she's
Oh,
adopted.
yeah. Alright.
She's adopted, don't worry.
There's,
He wasn't like that busy.
there's enough room for doubt left in the cases before the finale where it's, you know, revealed that she's his foster daughter,
Yeah.
Mm.
that you're kind of like, she probably is, but they act too close for it not to be.
I mean, to be fair to them, it's been like 7 years. Like, it's they get close. It's
I
fine.
suppose.
Does she look like him? Like, did they make her? Did they draw her to look like him?
I guess.
I don't know.
They both have brown eyes and brown hair, but that's about it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Alright.
She's got wide anime eyes.
Who she got those anime eyes?
Oh,
Very
yeah, that's
much
true.
so.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Okay.
Ah, yes. Back into the present.
I'm trying to get my voice low enough. Fuck. No, then.
Yeah.
Yes. Will the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, please take the stand?
Oh, Lana.
She is my girl.
There she be.
The girl.
Miss Lana Sky. You, the chief prosecutor.
Well,
I'm sure you're
probably
aware of what's required of you, not by.
Of you, by you, by you.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years.
Sorry. No, it's okay. Please provide please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Sky. And remember, you are under oath. You want to hear the truth. What are you fucking giggling at?
I like how he says that as if being under oath actually means shit in these games.
Oh my god.
Of course, the truth.
Like the tales of the truth.
The truth.
This woman's a prosecutor, right? She's never. None of the witnesses have ever told the truth. In all these
When
years
has a
of
witness
entertainment.
ever told the truth?
Oh, hi, man. You're up here as well.
This is me.
Lana, no matter what, I'll always be your sister.
Oh,
They're cute.
they are.
They're babies.
Now then, your testimony, if you will. That was a switch of fucking accents. Jesus. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant.
Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gans.
No pressure.
No
Mhm.
No
pressure.
pressure or anything.
No
Don't
pressure.
lie. It's fine.
We're straight in. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory.
Oh, fuck. Okay, we're screwed.
I fabricated.
Oh, I guess she's telling the truth. Fuck.
Game over.
I mean, she said she
R.I.P.
would, so...
Yeah.
I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. I almost said Drake.
Drake?
That's
Oh
not
shit,
even-
crossover.
That's not even at dark yet.
Well, no, it's a Dark.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
True.
fair enough.
Are you sure about this testimony?
For some reason I thought you meant instead of Emma, but I can't listen.
I also read Emma as Elena in my head, so I can't stop.
Like,
You know,
what?
Uncharted apparently.
Drake and Elena, oh
Ooh,
boy.
paper obsession, that's fun.
That's fine. Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure.
But Lana,
If this is true, then this means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this.
That's what I've been telling you from the beginning.
Wow.
please, Mr. Wright, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me.
What if she's telling the truth? Really? Oh,
She's
that
not.
understood his mind.
There you
Got
go.
it.
again, that was a lot in this case.
Yeah, it's a lot.
She's not. I know my own sister.
I know my sister like I know my
My
own
own mind!
Sorry.
Hamilton's strong these days.
Yeah.
We're
Wow.
all obsessed. It's bad.
Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. So
Man,
she's been
she-
hiding something for like 3 years. Like
Yeah.
I was just about to say.
deep down, she's really screaming in agony.
Oh, what a mood.
No, just
Huh?
Also, I think we're about 4 games too early for someone who can hear how people's hearts are.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
we are 4.
Okay.
We are 4 games too early for that. Yeah, this is no time to start second guessing myself. Emma walked so Athena could run.
The
Yes.
defense might now begin its cross-examination.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what do we think? Worked alongside Gant for years. Okay.
That's
Okay.
There's no truth to this blackmail, is there? Really not. Should we press the rest of these?
Yeah, fabricate this. No truth to this blackmail theory, but why the fuck would she fabricate the thing in the first place then? Because, like, if there's no reason to it, then, like...
Yeah, so I'd say, this is the statement you want to press then, I'd say.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think she did it to make it so that Emma wasn't. Oh, but she said.
Yeah, but then she said
Okay.
this has nothing
Oh.
to do with Emma.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with them, but
Mr.
If
Wright,
it
my
had
sister's lying.
Hmm?
the thing then, right, is if it had nothing to do with Emma, then what the fuck was going on with the jar?
Yeah, and why the fuck did he hide
Yeah.
it? Like, the fuck?
So you can, I feel like you can literally just present the jar to that last statement.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. It looks like she's determined to protect you to the end. She insists she fabricated the evidence by herself.
There's no way she could have done it alone.
I've got to get Lana to talk more. If she's lying, then she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction.
Okay. I know we know how to read these lines by now. I think that means that we just need to press things.
Probably, yeah.
If we give it a press before we give it a present.
Do press things. Press the press.
So you rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do this to keep Emma from looking like the murderer?
How dare you?
How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. Wright? Emma didn't do it. Period.
Are you so desperate to hide that fact? You're willing to risk the death sentence?
I'm lying. She did, so I wouldn't get blamed for anything. No.
Are we at the end of it again? Oh, no. Okay.
No.
Never mind.
In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions.
Turbo lawyer power!
What, so you think
Speed lawyering!
Speed run. I think we should present the jar here.
Yeah, I feel like it.
Yeah, if it was trying to get
If it
the
had
jar,
nothing to do with Emma, then that runs a direct contradiction
What
to the
the
fact that her
fuck,
name
yeah.
is written
Emma.
on the jar.
Emma's written on the surface. Well, I'll give it
Good point taken.
I just save here.
Okay.
Oh,
Ah!
Never mind.
Oh, Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
god damn it.
Rip.
It does. I don't see anything contradictory. Bam!
Oh,
Take 2
right.
points
Oh,
of damage. Mr. Wright.
2 points.
Take 2 points of damage.
Whoops, that didn't go so well. Ouch. Okay.
Rip. Okay, hang on. Go back to the start again.
Uh-huh.
Worked once again for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. Fabricated the evidence 2 years ago by myself. When I found prosecution Martel's body, I rearranged.
Okay,
Okay, just press all of them. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna say press all of them because she's gonna like slip up or something. I don't know, but
We'll give them all. Why not?
we'll do them all. A little press, little jab, as a treat. As a treat.
How many years exactly?
Ever since I made senior detective. That doesn't sound like a real sentence. Okay. Let's see, I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years.
Detective Grant and Detective Sky were legendary partners.
Shut up, Judge. What do you have to do with this?
But no, I'm just saying. And personally saw them testify in numerous cases.
You're not a witness, Judge!
Fuck
Oh.
off! I'm trying to help you.
She must have been good, coming from the same school as Mia. And we all know Mia is amazing.
Yeah, Mia is like the best lawyer to ever lawyer.
Yeah.
Amazingly dead.
Yeah.
Damon Gant was a respectable detective. Not responsible. That's why.
He was not responsible, no fucking way. But think about it, Miss Sky. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail.
You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Let me turn around.
Fuck you.
Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip.
Huh?
I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And
Oh. Fabricated the evidence
Okay,
all by myself.
That sounds
Did you
shady.
do so to help your sister? Wait, if it was all by herself, how did Bajar end up in Damon's safe?
yeah,
I was gonna suggest this is all very shady.
Yeah.
Did you do so to help your sister?
Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life.
But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything.
That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him.
Lana.
So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago. I'm gonna rearrange the crime scene.
You say you did this all by yourself.
Yes, I've said that 25 times. Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
You really sure?
Yeah, but really?
Yes!
Oh.
Lordy.
Would you mind telling us what we found when you arrived at the crime scene?
The crime scene.
Oh, the music's gone.
Ooh.
It seems I was the first person to discover the scene.
26 times the charm.
The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body.
What?
Wait,
But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident.
That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Doc?
Something like that.
If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Doc was carrying a switchblade knife.
and it also had the fucking tip chipped off.
Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle.
It's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies.
Is she though?
All just to protect me.
Well, if Emma says so, then I guess. She knows
It's like, I
all,
know my
clearly.
sister, like I know I am right.
Wow.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Something strong tonight.
I'm just fucking hell. So when you found the scene like this, what did you do?
Oh, I'll have to send you the it's the Skylar sisters, but it's the Turnabout sisters instead.
Of course. I was gonna say, there's gotta be some crossover content.
Hell yeah.
They were lawyers.
And they were lawyers.
They were lawyers.
Mhm.
After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes.
Profitable don't mind. Plenty of said would move the body. Why would she move the body then?
Yeah. You planted the tip of Dark's knife in the victim's wound?
And then you move the body?
But why? Why would you do that?
You of all people should know, Edgeworth.
For funsies!
Wow.
We just go out with the girls one night and we're like, hey, how about we plant some evidence and move a dead body? You know, just girly things.
Oh, you've always had a good head on your shoulders.
My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of the others.
Yeah, why did you move the body? Like, we know why she planted the knife. She wanted to pin it completely on Dog. Why the fuck did she move the body? Right?
Yeah.
Am I being
Yeah.
crazy?
No, you're not.
Okay.
When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body?
It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk.
You just told me that was a lie!
But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple.
Let's have the witness explain this in more detail.
I was about to do that, you stupid old man.
Well, I was just saying, God.
Oh my god, Chief Prosecutor doesn't take any
You're not
shit.
sass me, I'm trying to fucking run this trial, and all you're doing is attacking me.
I just came out to have a good time, and honestly, I'm feeling really attacked right now.
Yes.
Oh, Christ. The reason this guy moved the body.
The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. What plan?
I guess we'll find out.
Oh my god.
That's objectionable.
Pieces of the jar? You mean...
Yes. That wretched jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that Dar committed the crime, I felt it would be more expedient to move the body.
So, when you first found the body, the jar was already...
Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened.
Was it though? Was it really? Was it though?
Weird. Okay. I think I know what Anthony's on about, though.
Yes?
Okay. Basically, she said the pieces of a jar that shattered during the events threatened the plan. But, like, the jar was, like, shattered, probably, like, during the struggle, right? And if she's getting on about, like, you know, the fact that Emma was written on the pieces, how the fuck did she know that Emma was written on the pieces? It's a broken jar. Did she piece them all together and go, oh shit, and then put them all together?
Or reverse engineering it. If she stumbled onto the scene and the jar was already shattered, then how would she come to the conclusion that Emma was the person responsible for Neil dying?
Yeah.
Oh, my brain hurts now.
Yeah.
This is
Get
complicated.
into it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
What tangled
I'm gonna
webs we
need to,
weave
like-
when we practice to deceive?
I didn't read that last line, but it's fine.
Oh, I thought you did, sorry.
No, it's okay. In other words, the jar must have been broken during their struggle.
I see.
What's the matter, Emma?
Apparently the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed. I have a feeling there's more to it than that.
There must be a contradiction here somewhere.
Of course there is!
Hint.
Anyway, I committed this fabrication completely alone. Hi, Canopia! For some reason I was positive you would have made it to Justice for All? Is that what JFA is?
Yeah.
But now, how
I know.
stupid I was. How dare you assume you would do something efficiently?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kniff, you really underestimated our ability to get sidetracked.
Yeah.
Phone and it's
Hey, congrats on your new
Hey.
phone.
Sending
Hooray.
PP?
Wow. That's a quick. That's a quick.
Wow.
That's a short delay.
Sending a PP.
Wow. I'm glad to see my low latency mode works though. That's good to know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hi.
let's get some PPs in the chat.
get some PPs in the chat. Love
Oh
them
no. Oh no. PP's out for Edgeworth.
Hi, poor Lemon.
Oh, PP in. Sorry, Lemon. Hi, Lemon.
Dear God, retract the PPs. Nothing can stop the PPs.
Oh. I don't. New phone hype! New phone hype!
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Alright,
I got a new phone as well, it's pretty snazzy. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, 'cause- yeah. It's been a whole saga of my old phone, but anyway. That's
Is it
boring.
an Android?
Yes, obviously.
Oh, of course. God forbid.
Don't gonna get an iPhone.
I'm sensing some animosity here.
I just knew Aaron would be the type of person to get an Android. No offense.
What does that mean?
What does that have to mean?
I
It
feel like
means you're a boomer.
No, it's just like the more tech savvy people tend to be, I think the more they end up with Androids because they are more
Whoa.
customizable.
Yeah, I
than
can't.
iPhones.
I can't
Yeah, but
afford
also,
an
at
iPhone.
what aesthetic cost?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I still have my 6S. Because
Ah.
I cannot afford a new one.
Meanwhile, I'm on a contract, bitch.
Yeah, same.
You got a free upgrade.
Oh, I know. I
Well, my
and
story-
I'm contract.
My screen cracked and my headphone socket stopped working, so...
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
my mic stopped working as well, but like I
Oh.
need to get that fixed, really.
Anyway, that's very off track.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
This is why
Well,
we
we-
didn't finish this trial.
Why would one get an Android when you can get a fellow human?
Isn't that a relatable.txt human moment?
Human
I am
moment!
What do you mean, robot? I am human, clearly.
Right.
Look at me type this with my human arms.
Lemon sums it up so succinctly.
That's what this chat is.
Facts and disaster
Beautiful.
lawyers.
Truly beautiful.
Can we get back to politics, please?
No, Phoenix.
No,
Right.
we're busy.
Oh, okay, see you, Knip, yeah. Anyway, thanks for it.
Yeah, thank you for ruining the stream, Knip.
The pieces of the jar that... He said it's time for evidence, right?
Yeah,
Present the jar?
yeah.
I guess. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Present the jar here.
Because she done
Look at
told-
this jar.
Hey!
Look at this jar.
We presented it too early last time. Too early.
Yeah.
But it was the
Yes.
correct evidence.
Mhm.
Miss Sky, I understand how you feel. Oh, his tie looks two different colours on my two different monikers.
weird.
There's been a lot of hot debate over whether it's red or pink in the Ace
Right.
Attorney community. What do
It's
you
a
think?
Debate in the Ace Attorney
it's-
community.
It's like a fuchsia, in my opinion.
It's magenta.
Kinda.
Magenta. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Hmm.
That's what I meant to say. Fuchsia is more purple,
Yeah.
I think.
Because
Fuchsia. Huh.
according to Spirit of Justice, it's pink, but in Marvel vs. Capcom, it's red, and there's a lot of
Huh.
Hmm.
That's clearly very interesting. Anyway,
Very
this
weird.
guy, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister.
You mean the forgery at the scene when your Marshall was murdered?
If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony.
That's the
Does he
smartest he ever sounded.
Yeah, wow. Even if he missed
Nice.
out for 2 before a significant contradiction.
Draw your attention. A significant contradiction. Alright, Phoenix.
R.I.P.
He
Phoenix.
tried. He tried.
Alright, Phoenix? Did you just say alright, Phoenix?
Oh my god.
Alright, Phoenix.
Alright.
Nice alive.
Anyway,
Oh my fucking god.
a contradiction in my testimony?
Haven't you ever seen a trial before? This is how I operate. You testified, remember? Which means you told a lie.
Here you
And
go.
I quote.
The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events to threaten my plan.
That's right.
Do you have a problem with that?
It's a simple oversight, really. I just realised you could pause while that's typing just to get the phrase. It's a simp. It's a simp, Phoenix.
It's a simp, Your Honor.
God.
You see... I'm so sorry.
You see, I am simp.
I simp for Edgeworth.
You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood.
Yes. The prosecutor must have written it in his final moments.
Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died.
Ah.
Sorry.
Yeah, bitch.
I'm just laughing at myself.
Oh, okay. I thought about this in completely the wrong way. Okay.
I mean, there's quite a few times in Ace Attorney I've presented something, and then Phoenix goes on to explain that it's
Why it's
correct
a
for a
thing, and then
completely
you're like,
different reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes. I'm just like, oh yes.
That's
I
what
thought that all along.
Sure, got it.
Sure.
He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar.
Gasp.
They gasp.
Order. Order.
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message.
Is he just British, or did he literally
Yes. We
Just
may be
yes.
missing something critical here.
Something critical?
Gasp.
Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Mm.
Edgeworth clever.
Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Very well. The witness may now continue with her testimony.
Oh, who did that?
I heard something.
That was
Sorry,
something.
As he taking a sip from my water bottle.
Oh,
Sorry, Tony, not to make you feel bad, but oh my god!
I just wasn't prepared, really. I'm so sorry.
Apologies that
Apologizing, Aaron.
apologies that I had to offend your sensible ears with that.
No, it was just like the perfect silence, and then
It's like exactly the worst minute.
yeah. Oh my god!
Gumshoe, keep it down in the gallery.
He's just having like noodles.
Detectives gotta eat, pal.
Oh my god!
You're fine, but it just gets off guard.
No, that was really funny. I loved it. Okay, anyway.
Okay. Jar Jar, here we go.
Jar Jar message, got it.
Jar Jar's message. Okay, look, she does not.
I know, I gotta.
Look at that face.
Dear Lord.
Alright, okay.
I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered.
Okay, girl, come on.
Sure. You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood, but kept like one letter for no apparent reason?
Interesting.
I wasn't
Did
chief
she, though?
prosecutor at the time.
She didn't think Drac was a real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. fun.
I wonder.
You say
Okay.
as if you played this before.
Yeah, again, this is
yeah.
still like me being like, why did she wipe away all the blood apart from like one letter? Like, what the
Exactly.
fuck?
Should we
Well-
call her out on that shit?
Think. Let's borrow from Phoenix here. Let's think outside the box. Don't
Aye.
ask yourself why she wiped off every shard except one.
Don't ask.
Ask yourself what happened that she missed a shard.
Someone hid it. Someone came into the room and hid it before her.
I wonder who.
Right?
Oh boy.
It's Sunshine Boy!
Get him, Galaxy Brain.
Radioactive Daddy over there!
How didn't you notice if it was dark? Yeah, the lights were off.
Yeah, the power was out, right?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
the fuck?
Good
Yeah,
good
okay.
observation, Steiny.
I feel like present maybe the jar again?
I would press everything first so we don't run
Yeah,
into
go
that
ahead
same
and
issue.
press something.
Do we
yeah.
have?
Huh?
Do we have some kind of evidence about the power outage?
I mean, it was in Emma's testimony, but
Yeah, like we know it happened because Gant
Hmm.
testified about it as well, right? But
I think
there's no
so.
I
evidence
believe so,
that
yeah.
says there was a power outage.
Hmm.
I think there was a thunderstorm as well, so I mean you could argue that she saw it by that.
I would just press everything and then see, because we're
Yeah.
gonna run into the same problem if we present
We'll
something
see.
early. Yeah.
Hmm.
But we have an inkling at least.
Yeah.
So the jar was already broken.
It's a miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier.
I mean, yeah.
It's unstable, yeah.
It certainly looks as feeble as the defense's coast.
Hey,
Ooh, coming
really?
out with a big fucking salty burns.
Hey, but not as feeble as the judge's judgment.
Ooh, sucker.
You are an ace detective who never missed a detail. Do you really expect us to believe you didn't investigate what was written on the jar pieces?
Normally I would have.
It's dark in the room.
There's no time to check it out. Okay.
So you didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar.
No. If I had known, I would have gathered all the pieces and ground them to dust.
Well, that helps my case.
I would have hid more
Yep.
evidence.
Hit more evidence.
Lana, do it for me?
Like, why are you smiling like that?
I know!
You know,
I was thinking-
not the
And-
perversion of justice.
I was wondering what crime she can commit in future and get Lana to cover for her.
Right?
Maybe he wants to commit arson.
It seems you two might make up yet.
Anyway, I just barely had enough time to move the body as it was.
We'd established she was doing this all forever anyway, but whatever.
If someone happened upon the scene, you'd lose your chance to erase the evidence. You must have been in a hurry.
I was. I knew I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came.
This is rather shocking. Now I know what the kids mean when they say ACAB.
Yeah. I'm afraid this action of yours reveals what really happened.
What do you mean?
If you really thought Dark killed Prosecutor Marshall, you wouldn't have wiped away the blood.
What else could I have done in that situation?
Lana,
I only had a few moments. There wasn't enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces.
Really?
It's a lodge, so I sure got them all. Are you though? Are you really sure?
But how could you see with the power out? It should have
Oh,
been
yeah,
pitch
point
black
taken.
in that office.
Detective
Thank
is
you,
always
Phoenix.
prepared, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Thank you, Phoenix, for pointing out the obvious.
Ah.
Even now, I always even now I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me.
even I carry a bottle of emergency luminol wherever I go. You know it's luminescent.
I don't know why. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you do. If
Oh, yeah, I
there's a power
forgot.
outage, I just cut my wrist and bleed a little bit, and then spray it.
Wow. Okay.
And let
That
that
sounds very
source.
All right, honey. All right, sweetheart. We'll get you to a psychiatrist.
It's important to remember this is set in 2016 before smartphones, so
Yeah.
everyone's only
I
got
love
brick
the fact
phones.
everyone's like, "Oh no, a power cut," and then we're like, "We've just got fucking smartphones."
Yeah, we got cameras and lights on our phones.
We're chill. We're fine.
Not in those days, clearly. Anyway.
Yeah,
I never miss anything. I got every last piece.
sure you did, huh?
Miss these hands then. Anyway,
You missed his hands.
all I can think was about wiping them clean before they were discovered.
Why?
So you illegally rearranged the crime scene.
No, I legally did. Yes.
Oh fuck!
Yes, I don't have any excuse for my actions.
I'm so sorry, Lena. I didn't know. I've treated you so badly all this time.
It's not too late. There's still plenty of time to make up. After we've gotten to the bottom of this incident.
No doubt this day will leave a permanent stain on the history of the prosecutor's office, despite the fact this case is never brought up again.
Yes. We'll remember in a few years, but you know.
And then we'll just forget it conveniently.
More contradictions have surfaced in her testimony.
Your sister's really putting up a fight. She must really care about you.
Fuck, I thought that was
Oh,
me.
sorry. No, that's me. Still,
Okay.
she's not doing this the right way. She should do it the right way.
That was terrible. Like, just go, leave.
Oh, okay.
That is not a legally admissible pun. You must leave the courtroom.
You're held in contempt of court, Phoenix.
Wow. Wow. I've provoked Palmer's revenge. I think I've finally
God.
figured out the contradictions in her testimony. There's one final possibility that might turn everything around.
Okay, I
I
definitely
reckon,
think we need to present
yeah.
the jar.
Again.
Here, I think.
That
Yeah.
one, that one, yeah.
Because she didn't get them all.
She didn't! This is like right there.
But what if even she doesn't know?
Bitch! Yeah, sucker.
Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of.
What?
We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe.
In the chief's safe? But how...
I knew it! She really didn't know! There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it.
Oh shit. But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off of it.
Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night the prosecutor marshal was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you. Oh, snap.
Oh shit. But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece?
I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective.
What about a
They're
gay
not as big as
detective?
these.
Wow, we need
I get it.
very similar jokes.
That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Can you believe that?
My God.
Ray, somewhere, Ray is just screaming her head off.
Yeah.
She just screamed in the middle of a thing, and her sister's just gonna be like, "What the fuck did you just scream?" She's like, I sense a disturbance.
In the court.
Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken.
Oh, right.
There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar.
Who said you on Edgeworth?
The
Another
truth.
person discovered the scene prior to the witness.
I hope you're not employing this person as chief cat. At the time, he was looking for Dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jar?
The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years?
Why was the judge
It's just flapping his gums.
Well,
Just
Can you answer us that?
No, that. No.
And now he's not opening his mouth. Oh my god. Broken judge.
Wow, we judge this breakdown.
At this moment.
Accidentally broke the judge. Wait, I'm not the one in trial here.
He had an outburst like one of the witnesses. Like when they
Wow.
recorded.
Good job.
Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposely hid one of the broken pieces. Question. What is this action called?
Perversion of justice.
Fabrication of evidence.
Fabrication of evidence and perversion of justice.
Both.
Both of them. One thing can be two things.
Big F for the judge.
But why would Chief Gant do that?
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
What happened afterwards?
Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma, and therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the chief's puppet.
Ooh, what the fuck?
She just drew blood.
She literally just
Yikes.
bit through her own thumb. Like,
I've always hated that sprite. Oh,
She's fine.
she's fine. She's vibing.
It's fine.
She's vibing. She's already got a
vibing.
band-aid on her
She's
hand.
just vibing.
No, I did it on my own.
Please, sis, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake.
No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says.
He's poisoning your mind with his lies.
Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients.
Fuck, we're in the same brain.
Foul lies. Imagine that coming from my own client.
Gee, there, she never wanted you.
I guess you do seem... True, yeah. I guess you do seem like the type who likes to twist the truth. Just fucking coming for the burns.
Wait a minute. Did that just give me a light bulb moment?
She's right.
I do tell foul lies.
Liar.
What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap?
Oh, yup.
There's something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Lana may be right after all.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
The deep sigh.
So you do tell lies, Mr. Wright?
Miss Skye, please testify once more.
But
If evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie.
But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall.
Miss Skye, if you will.
I can't.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth.
Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw.
Fucking finally.
Remember what I said about perjury meaning shit in this court?
Proven right so quickly.
Oh my god. Alright. The witness may testify once more for the final time.
The final testimony.
Oh dear. Here we go. It's very on brand.
Lord. Why are we all memes?
We're a product of the generation we grew up in.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Mood as fuck.
Steiny, never let a little perjury get in the way of a good story.
Nice.
Oh, sound advice.
That is basically the motto of this game.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh. They start telling lies for the most dumb reasons. Just to have a game to play.
Perversion of
Okay.
justice in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Here we go. This is it. The final one.
Yeah, I'm sure.
When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on the suit of armor's sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chef? Whoa. Chef!
Oh.
Imagine that reality.
Oh, I'm picturing him and Gene Armstrong now. It's like, oh.
I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But it all really was a fabrication. But if it all really was a fabrication, I can speak words, I might be innocent.
That's perjury, Your Honor. She messed up that sentence so many times.
Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the sword on the armor's sword.
Didn't we conclude that like two testimonies
Like
ago?
a lot
Three?
ago.
Yeah, a while ago, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but
The
then
judge
Lana
has
gave testimony that
struck-
contradicted that.
Oh, I
The
guess.
judge has struggles keeping track.
He has dementia. He's fine.
He's fine.
It's fine.
You were the only one who saw that. Then you had proof.
Who could want a judge with a, completely healthy mind?
No.
Hmm.
Oh, what are you talking about?
We need comedy. God, it's a courtroom.
Yeah, we need to lighten up a little murder in here.
Actually, I do have proof.
Nanny?
And you brought this up now?
I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning.
You did?
That sounds like an
To
innuendo,
me?
right?
It's in the fucking evidence law book, isn't it?
Oh.
Motherfucker.
The book that we chose never to open.
Oh, got it. Cool.
Yeah.
No law. It's
So
fine.
even this is what's hilarious. Even when we have the option to examine a bit of evidence from every single angle, there's still
Stuff in it.
they still take out that option to let
Oh
this
my
be a
gosh.
possibility.
Horrible.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we need a
Yeah.
dramatic reveal.
Oh my days.
Oh, anyway.
It's fine.
What? To me? It's fine.
It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it.
That's what you do when you find a couple of murderers' bodies. You just take a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Just for the gram.
Thought it might be needed. You know, for the vine.
But I don't remember receiving a picture like that.
Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright, she really does have faith in you. I still don't know. I think you're a dumbass.
She's like, I should have hired that Christoph Gavin guy. He seems very
Yeah, he
cooler.
seems nice.
Very well, Mr. Wright, please present this picture.
I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana.
Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right?
I seem to remember getting something from her then. You know, I really shouldn't accept evidence given to me in the lobby just before a trial, because that doesn't go well.
Yeah, it's like really shady, you know.
Historically, it doesn't go well.
And it kind of goes against the whole discovery process, but let's try to ignore that.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's check that evidence again.
Uh,
Must be a picture in there somewhere. Yeah.
Let's check it out. Hello. What a picture.
So cute!
Whoa.
He's so cute. I love him.
Copyright Pio?
Pio! Oh my god, is his name Pio?
No, I think that's.
He's got a cap on.
Oh.
Oh my god! That's so cute! Oh, I love him!
Pew. Pew. I think that's supposed to be the publisher, but I like that. I think his name's Pio.
His name is Pio!
Okay.
We have
You
named
cannot
it.
convince me otherwise.
Wait, where do I look?
Probably the pages?
Yeah.
I would
I-
assume?
I tried. Oh!
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, that looks fun.
Cool.
That looks like a vital piece of evidence that should have been given to us on day one.
Cool, murder!
Hey, there's a picture here.
We probably should have got that on day one!
Oh, yikes.
Oh, that's fun.
Mm,
Oh. Oh my.
Maybe don't show it to Emma.
Yeah, I know. Hey, let's bring out some PTSD in.
Yeah.
This is the actual crime scene.
No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because Sorry, I just forgot how to read. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I had rearranged everything.
Mm.
Okay, I already see one thing wrong with this picture.
What would that be, Ellie?
Okay, first off, I know the fact that he's got, like, his thing cut out, we've got the lever in evidence, it's probably that, right? But he got stabbed and he coughed up blood, apparently. Why is it then on the gap where the handprint should be? And the handprint was completely clean.
Mm. Yeah.
Like there's
I
blood
guess.
on the shirt underneath it, which
Yeah.
kind of suggests that the place was cut out before it.
Yeah.
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 So what the fuck?
Intriguing.
Yes. Very intriguing.
Gan
Very
actually killed him. That's what happened.
But why take a piece of his leather vest?
It's almost like every part of this crime scene is a fucking fabrication.
Oh, because it was Emma's handprint.
Yeah, but like Emma's handprint is completely clean.
Mm.
Correct.
Like there's no blood on it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So it was taken before he was stabbed. Like,
Oh, we're back to looking at it like that. Hmm.
Yeah. I see what you mean, Ellie.
Oh, I didn't mean to press OK. Okay.
So it could have been that Gant was like, oh, look at this, and then took it. Because it would have had blood on it. Got it,
Yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
anyway.
Mr. Wright! That piece cut out from his vest! Could that be?
Wow, we were just talking about.
The cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe. What's this? Whoa.
Oh, useful flashback.
Wind noises?
I think that might have been Tony breathing.
Oh,
Sorry.
who was it?
It might have been me.
Ellie's might
Oh,
be being a bit
okay.
too sensitive.
Yeah,
That's okay.
sorry.
I was
I had it in front of my mouth.
It's okay, I do that a lot
It's
too.
okay, it's okay.
Yeah, occasionally my headset tilts forward on my head.
Ah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This is a handprint, isn't it?
They really went to the trouble of making it black and white for the flashback, even though all we can see is this cloth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's literally it.
Cool.
Okay.
That cloth! It had fingerprints on it.
Oh yeah.
Whoever fingerprints those are must have been the real murderer!
Yeah.
Except they were mine! Sorry!
What? But those fingerprints, they're yours, Emma.
Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright?
Now she doesn't read his mind.
Anyway, before the defense passes out,
Oh,
examination.
Ray is here but muted.
Ray chillin'. Ray
Ray is
chillin'.
here in spirit.
Ray be chillin'. Hi,
Ray be
Ray.
Ray chillin'.
So I heard the judge said something fucking stupid.
Isn't that
And then people
always
get angry about it.
I don't even remember what it was now.
It was in
Oh my
the
God.
in his own mouth.
Oh, his head
Oh,
shook,
yeah.
right?
He talked about how everyone makes mistakes, and then gave us an anecdote about how he was looking for his dentures for the better part of a day, and then realized they were in his mouth.
I hate
Yeah.
him.
I just said that somewhere in the distance is Ray just screaming for no apparent
the two of
reason.
us said that. Somewhere you were screaming.
She felt a disturbance in the force.
I felt a disturbance in the force and it was Aaron texting me.
Yeah.
I knew there was more to this than just Ray randomly appearing.
My mom and my Oma just left.
Okay.
Oh, correct.
Did you tell them I said
Okay.
hi?
I did not because my Oma wouldn't stop interrupting me.
Oh.
Oh.
With dumb
Say hi
stories
to you.
about shit she doesn't understand. Anyway,
Yeah, that
I'm
sounds
not
like
gonna be mean to my 80-year-old Oma. I love you, Oma. You're just a pain in the butt.
If you're listening, Oma.
She's not because she doesn't know how
If
to
you
work
somehow
the
knew how to work Twitch.
internet. She can barely work
Know who
her
Aaron is.
phone.
Mhm.
But she knows who Aaron is.
Aw.
Does she know who I
does
am?
she?
Oh, duh. She knows
I
who
mean,
you
I'm
are,
just-
Ellie.
I'm just checking.
3 years. She calls you the English girl. She can't say Alara.
Aw.
Oh.
No one in your family can say my name.
Well,
Jackson
tell her.
can, for the most part.
Jackson
He can't
can a
say
little
the E
bit.
part. He can say Lara.
gonna-
he calls you.
It's gonna
he calls you
get
Tante
to a
Lara.
wedding. It's going to get to a wedding, and they're going to be like, "Do you, Laura May Leatherbarrow, take me home?" And then they're all
like,
going
"Oh,
to be like,
that's
"Oh, that's how you say it."
Also, Sam says she wants to be invited to our wedding.
Oh, duh. It's like I love. Listen, I love your foster mom. Like,
I love Sam.
she's
love Sam.
baby. We love Sam. Sam and Doug are
Okay.
both invited. Okay.
Okay, they better be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we can continue. I'm done. I'm done. bitching.
Anyway, we're done being gay. Carry on.
Carry on.
You sticking around?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll add you to the title then. Okay.
Yay! I need some good old fashioned disaster lawyers
Disaster lawyers.
to make my brain feel better.
Yeah.
Mood.
Yeah.
Serotonin.
So
It's free.
Serotonin.
yeah. So what did I miss?
Why do we
I
keep
don't know,
making
how-
Hamilton
what should we-
references?
How do we
'Cause
sum it
it's
up?
Relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, basically, Lana, it was like Lana's testimony. She tried to lie and say that like nothing had implicated Emma, and then we were like, bullshit. And so we got to a point where we were like, hey, it might turn out that like the evidence that you find actually points out that Emma isn't the real killer. And she was like, oh shit, I'll actually help you now then. And she gave us this weird photo of like that's fun, right?
Yeah.
Which was stuff
Delicious.
inside the evidence law book she gave us last episode.
Oh,
Um,
fun.
You know, that thing that we never had the opportunity to look at through the evidence viewer.
yeah, or open, like in
Yeah.
any way
That
possible.
thing,
That-
that feature that they introduced specifically in this case, so that you
Yeah.
can examine things and find noteworthy points about them.
Oh yeah.
Nobody knows how to open the first page of a book.
They had
that's
to
all.
do it for
Exactly.
drama.
He's like one of those like
This-
he had to do it. He had to do one of those like boomer meme things where they're all like, "Oh, kids don't know how to use books. They'll open the first page and tap at it, being like, why won't it turn on?"
Oh my god.
That's Phoenix,
It's
except
Phoenix.
he's just dumb.
Yeah.
He's just dumb. He's
This
like,
is
well,
literally
but
the
why?
blurb.
Has
This is
one
as
brain
much as he
cell.
reads.
Yeah.
No further than the
That's way
blurb.
too much for me. Way too many words.
But yeah, so we got
That's
this,
right.
and the bit cut out from his vest, someone pushed him, and clearly whoever pushed him did it, but it looks like it was Emma's fingerprints that pushed him, so oops.
Yeah. Big
Okay.
oopsies.
Yeah.
Why not just destroy that piece of cloth?
Huh?
Why keep it in an evidence locker? Wait, never
Wow.
mind. I think I solved that with my brain.
Wow. Yeah.
I have a brain.
That's okay. Oh wait.
I solved it with my brain.
So yeah,
Came out of my idea hole.
that's the level we're at.
Okay.
Please
so
never
people
call it
should-
an idea hole again.
That was horrible. That's. I hate that.
Phoenix isn't what
Wow.
info you read is what he's deduced from the pictures. Phoenix
Ah.
is. Hey, what's up? I'm Phoenix. I'm 19, and I never learned
back at it.
how to
I never
read.
learned how to read.
Why would I learn how to read? Reading some morons who can't understand pictures.
Exactly.
Sure. I mean,
I know that's a reference to something.
I think it's
Galavan.
oh,
Yeah.
of course it is.
Okay.
It was
Why
either
not?
that or Dirk Gently.
Oh!
I knew I recognized it, and so if no one else recognized it, it's
I
Galavan.
knew-
Like
I knew it was something Aaron had sent me.
Yeah. I can't remember
Knew
who
it
it's a
was.
reference to now, but yeah.
The Holy
I don't
Trinity is Ace Attorney, Dirk Gently, and Gallivant. That's all I know.
Oh, I should do one of those tweets that's just like, retweet me and do an impression of me. And you just did it.
Oh yeah,
Oh
you
yeah, that
should.
was it.
That's gonna be a really good idea. Meredith and I are just gonna
roast the shit out of you.
Oh yeah, and make fun of the way I pronounce my THs.
Yeah.
How you pronounce that and how you say bottom
Bottom
and bottle.
and bottle.
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 Water. Water.
Bottle water.
Oh.
Aaron, I love
Anyway.
you.
We get sidetracked way too easily.
Yes, we do.
A picture says 1,000 words, says Steiny.
This-
Exactly.
That
Steiny,
Knipia, that
exactly.
Knipia is why we are still on Rise for
On the
Reaction.
illegal day,
Yeah.
yet alone the missing legal system. No, wait, this is the illegal day?
The schedule is
No,
Mondays on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
We're just bad at keeping
Yes, correct.
Yay.
no trial on a Monday, alright?
None of
Clearly.
it. Nope,
Okay.
not at all.
Speaking of, I need to properly update the schedule section of my Twitch. Anyway,
I also need to do that thing. Should we continue? Should we
Yeah, we
continue
should probably do that.
with our acing of the attorneys?
Acing of the attorneys.
okay. So back to the acing of the attorneys. Oh, I think we said
That's
that
fine,
right.
it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
See, we're trying to prove that Emma didn't do it, even though it looks like she did, and that Gant didn't. That Gant made it all up. We think Damon Gant may have made it all up, all of it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because
Okay.
he's shady!
What do we think? It's been
Oh,
Ah.
I forgot this
Oh,
happened.
this motherfucker.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah, what'd
Ah.
This is the poorest excuse for a trial I say that I've ever seen.
Foghorn Leghorn?
We've established that this is a thing in English.
I can't stop, okay? Chief Gant.
What now, you want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense. Can I do that, motherfucker?
Yeah.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
You went into that with Gant and slowly faded into Edgeworth.
What? You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
Yay! Look at this smug boy.
We love Daddy at first.
Yeah.
Ew.
This must
Did you
be
say
that
you?
risk.
I said I do. I said we do. I didn't say
okay.
you. What
I
type
was
of
gonna
bottom
be
would
like
I
Ray.
be?
Yeah, Ray, come on.
Come
on, Ray.
on.
Damon Gant made it up. All of it. The police department, prosecutor's office, the legal system. We've been living in Gant's anarchist state.
Yep.
Wow.
The police is all just an invention of Gant.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Defund the Gant.
The law is a
Defund-
social construct.
Yeah, law is a social concept.
Everything is a social construct.
Yeah.
This must be that risk we were talking about earlier.
Just sit back, relax,
And watch us
enjoy
blame me
the
for
sound,
murder.
the noose tightening around your own neck.
Yeah.
What a
Look at that.
Fired!
Oh, yes, Daddy, I do. Listen to this shit.
Wow.
So what? You think I'm worried?
You good there?
A little bit.
Perfectly fine. Sorry to disappoint you. But I don't need to make any statements. What do you mean? The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence?
God damn it. No, I don't. But someone does.
Someone.
So, what's your excuse, Rado?
Hmm?
Eat my ass, motherfucker. That's my excuse.
Why have you been keeping quiet about it?
Oh my god, I don't need to make any statements because I have this parrot to testify for me.
All cops are bastards. All cops are bastards.
That's Polly.
Thank you, Polly.
You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death? Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt?
Is this true, Mr. Wright?
If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as the murderer.
Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now. And if you check and conceal anything, you will be one appearing before the Court of Inquiries.
Wow.
Jeez.
What do I do now? I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence?
No, we
The one
fucking
that shows
shouldn't.
who really killed Prosecutor Marshall?
Because it's
Wording is-
fucking illegal.
Wording is very specific here, and it should point you to what is the correct
Oh.
answer.
Hmm.
Cannot.
Yeah?
Cannot. Yeah.
Rule 2
cannot.
evidence law.
Yeah, because it wasn't
It's fucking illegal.
a registered piece of evidence.
Illegal. It's not been registered.
Yeah, it's not registered.
I'm gonna get a guitar just so I can play dumb songs during
Yes.
the ceremony.
Take mine.
We need.
Okay,
we
thank
definitely need a soundtrack to the stream.
I have a cello, but I can't put the cello in my lap and strum it like a guitar. It's way too big.
It's just
No.
like, this court is dumb, this court is dumb.
Exactly.
Can you play Jingle Bells?
Jingle bells, Phoenix smells,
Play
Edward
Jingle Bells,
is a
okay.
dad.
Wow!
Daddy.
A daddy. Yeah, but that didn't rhyme as
Now
well.
fucking look.
What?
Do I fucking look like...
Wow, look. I don't know why I add fucking into everything, but here we are.
You are a sweary baby, babe.
I like curse.
Baby wants power.
Baby wants
wants
power. I no longer
power.
work with kids. I can yell fuck at the top of my lungs.
Huzzah!
Wonderful.
This is why I could never work with kids. I swear way too much.
Yeah.
I'm very much in the same boat. It's why I was very glad that when I did grinds, the majority of my students were either around that age that swearing was normal, or just people that I knew very well, so they were familiar with how much I swear.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's
As
good.
it should be.
Correct.
Yeah.
With Berkeley, I could swear as long as it wasn't like during my teaching hours with her. And then as soon as like Sam and Doug came downstairs, Doug and I would just yell "fuck" every 2 seconds. Normally about the news, but like
Oh, iconic.
I miss them. They were a good family
I miss Doug.
all the time.
Anyway,
Right.
Phoenix.
Yes.
I'm done sidetracking everything.
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time.
What? You lie!
You lie!
You lie. I check
Tony, I
your
love you.
pockets.
Tony, I love you so much.
Oh my god, Ray, you should play the Blue Badger jingle.
Oh no.
On the guitar.
No. Okay. As soon as I get a guitar, maybe I can learn it on violin. I want my violin back for my mom.
You blame Olympia for that one.
I am in
Yes.
pain.
You're a genius. I'm gonna send it to Ellie at 3 or 4 in the morning.
Oh god.
Perfect.
Why
Oh my
cursed
god,
me this
that's
way?
that's a perfect Animal Crossing town tune. Blue Badger.
But I'm not changing mine for my
Okay, that can be Aaron's town tune when he runs us in Animal Crossing Outland.
Fucking
Mine's
fire.
currently
Animal
Kiki's
Crossing.
delivery service, so fuck you.
Mine is Reigns of Castamere from Game of Thrones.
Of course it is, because you're a fucking nerd.
It's very pretty. I can play it on cello. It's my favorite. Anyway,
Anyway.
Anyway.
You,
She's gone.
exactly.
you opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence.
I have no idea what you mean.
Shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Wright, why don't you show them?
It's illegal, Emma.
We found it together.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? I know you know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it.
Get a whole orchestra to perform that piece, exactly.
Oh my god.
Tony, are you alive?
Edgeworth?
You good boy?
Tony.
Tony?
Oh no.
Tony's dead.
Jonathan.
Oh no.
Voicing Gant killed him.
And Spirit got mad and came out of his scream.
And
He's
absolutely.
like, I say, what the fuck is going on here?
Tony!
Why do you make me sound like that?
I'm gonna text him.
Oh no, Tony.
Is he
Oh, no,
okay?
did we put it in the group chat? My internet just shit the bed.
Oh, his internet just shit the bed.
That's
Rip.
horrible. Horrible.
Poor guy.
Is he still in the voice chat? But
It does this. Aww.
Oh, honey.
his internet shot the bed now. He's in traction. Try not to crash under the pressure. We're breaking down like fractions. We smack each other in the press and we don't print retractions. I get no satisfaction witnessing his fits of passion. Also,
Is that Hamilton?
yes,
We kicked Aaron.
Aaron's not allowed anymore.
I still haven't watched Hamilton. I'm sorry.
It's good. You should.
It's good. Do it.
It's
I mean,
okay.
never mind the fact that I never addressed that all of the people involved, like, you know, were like using slaves or selling slaves or
Okay.
something.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my soapbox on the matter that nobody asked for, but here we are. It was made by people of color.
Hmm.
It is a very wild, I'm trying to think of the word, but my brain isn't letting me.
Fictitious.
Fictitious. Thank you.
Historical fiction. Yeah.
Historical fiction based on real people. It's not the people themselves. It's
Yeah.
it's a remix of history
Yeah,
with rap battles.
exactly.
There is so much worse that we could be focused on than shitting on Hamilton. Like, yeah, there are issues with it, But there's
But it's
real
also
life
important
problems we
to,
could be
like,
focusing on right now.
As long as we don't go into like straight fandom where like they're just making memes about all the characters and it's just like
yeah, we're like, oh,
no.
Thomas Jefferson did nothing wrong. Like, take a picture, But like,
there's like that image that goes around every so often of like people doing like a
Jefferson with the Hatsune Miku binder.
yeah.
All the time.
It's a picture of David. It's not actually a picture of
It is.
the actual Thomas Jefferson.
No,
That is very David Diggs, to be fair.
Yeah.
It is David Diggs, Thomas Jefferson. Thank God.
but they like the person who drew it
Yeah.
made it after Thomas Jefferson. It's not like they made
Yeah.
David Diggs into their own character. Like,
I mean, it's a problem. There are so many problems in the Hamilton fandom.
Well, I mean, Hamilton doesn't
It's just-
exactly paint Thomas Jefferson in a great light.
no.
They make him a
there's
sassy
still, like-
motherfucker, and I love it. But
And then also, like, people also forget that the Hamilton fandom is mostly teenagers who
Yeah.
have been privileged enough to kind of just ignore shit like this.
Yeah.
Important issues.
Hmm.
Media
Yeah,
no longer
to
gives
be
attention
fair,
to black
like-
people, ergo their problems have been solved by the mere attention they get alone. Ignore the fact that the only symptom of the issue is ever addressed. Exactly.
yeah.
Ray has a soapbox for everything!
Yeah,
I'm
there
gonna
we
start
go.
a podcast.
Just do it. Honestly,
It's
it's just
just
me
not a
and you
podcast.
ranting straight up for like 3 hours.
Like, we get like so many topics, and then I get on a soapbox about them.
Yeah, and it's just like, what about this? Oh, hold up. Let me get the
Hold up
soapbox.
now.
Can we just have a podcast called The Soapbox?
Yes! Be the podcast!
Please, let's do it.
Okay,
the gay
we'll do it.
soapbox.
The gay soapbox. Which kind of sounds...
by Jess.
Okay, the gay soapbox kind of sounds, you know, the prison, dropping the bar of soap in prison joke. That's
Oh,
what
boy.
gay soapbox makes me think of, so how about we don't name it that?
Hey, no plugging weird prison podcasts in here or whatever.
I'm here for
Soapbox
Soapbox Podcast.
Thank you, I'm still
Society.
saying, let's be sponsored by Bath Omens. And
We
then
should.
let's
Furry
do
gun
it.
soapbox when. Yeah, Aaron, when are you gonna get on your soapbox? Stop making me carry the burden. I can't.
Okay, I'm going on my
Thank
soapbox
you.
about the whole furry thing.
Yeah, my soapbox again, Tony. Don't worry about it. I'm
Oh my
ranting.
god!
We had a whole discussion about Hamilton. You seen Hamilton?
Me?
Yeah.
Imagine being a furry LMAO. Yeah, if you haven't seen
Oh,
it,
no.
Food. What do you mean not furry?
Imagine
Oh.
being a furry. Furry gun
God.
81.
I swear, every time I apply for a job, they find my Twitter. My username's the first thing they see, obviously. And I wonder how many
Then
times
make
they
your-
misread it for furry.
Don't make your display name your actual name.
Wow.
Just a thought. Just a thought.
But it's my professional Twitter at the same time, so...
I make two separate ones.
I've got
Yeah.
a separate Twitter.
You have a private account that you only use to shitpost on. You never actually
Well,
do
yeah.
anything on it.
You say that like he doesn't do that on his public account.
I mean,
Every single account he has.
yeah, I got a shitpost
He
on it.
gets it.
Yeah, I should make it. Yeah. Anyway.
Exactly, Knopia. You get it.
Okay. Take
Like,
the
say-
example of me. Alright? I have main Twitter. Then my like personal Twitter, which is run under a pseudonym. Then I have the private Twitter, which is locked and also run under the pseudonym.
Yeah.
No one knows.
It's just
That's
like
sensible.
a set of accounts.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
I've got my
mine,
streaming
like
account, my private account.
the Twitter, the Twitter of mine that you link to whenever you tweet, Aaron.
Mhm.
That's like that's a private Twitter. Like that doesn't have any connection to me at all. Whereas
Yeah.
I have a personal Twitter that's under, you know, my full name, real details, and all that. Because if someone searches for me and finds me, I would like them to find, you know, the side of me that
Professional.
doesn't shitpost.
Yeah.
Shitpost.
Okay,
every
I'm gonna
2 hours.
Google my name. I'm gonna Google my name and see what pops up.
Oh no.
Which my name
But
is
yeah.
not actually Ray.
I gotta Google my own name.
Big mood.
We're all doing
I
it
think
now.
I'm finding my dad's like blog posts.
I think there's a musician called Aaron Wolf.
Probably. Apparently, there's an
Amazing.
actress with my same name. She's really
Oh,
cute.
nice.
Oh no!
Oh no, Meredith's gay.
Well, yeah.
Hello.
Meredith.
Okay, well I have my IMDb page. I have my
Oh, yeah, one of
Facebook.
those.
Oh, I have that YouTube channel that was set up when I was like fucking 13.
Hey, nice, Calipia, nice.
And my
I'll check that
LinkedIn
out.
for some reason.
Google my username.
Wow.
You get my speedruns and Twitch.
Fun
Yeah.
fact, if you Google Furigan81, I'm the only one that comes up because no one else
What?
picked such a shitty username.
We're gonna Google me like my full Ray name. Oh, my Barnes and Noble page pops up.
I love the fact that if you go onto images when when you search my name, there's a selfie of me, a picture of my dad, one of my dad's drawings, and a picture of my dog.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, when you Google my like Ray Pace and then put it on images, you get a picture of my book. You get a picture of my grandfather Raymond. 3 pictures of Jackson when he was a baby. And then
Oh my
really
God.
old pictures of me.
I found one single picture of me, and it's from my college, and it's a horrible, horrible picture.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
At
it
least
made me take
mine's
my
a nice
glasses off.
picture. Like,
Y'all are gonna have to see this. This is horrible.
And then
Granted, it was my freshman year.
okay, under a picture
Oh my
of my
God.
grandfather on Google is a
Baby.
picture of Ebony.
Baby Meredith.
I know. With my
I want to
veins.
see this. I want to see this.
Oh my
It made me
god.
think, look at my eyebrows.
Oh
my
my god!
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
very
god.
This was before Meredith had
Yeah,
grown
meanwhile,
up enough
this is
to
what you
realize the
said.
graphic.
This is what you find on.
Oh, they made me take off my glasses for the picture. That was supposed to be my ID picture.
Wow.
This is like what you find when you Google like my name. It's such a cute photo, and I'm really mad about it because it was taken 2 years ago, and it's a motherfucker.
Oh, the one that you found of you.
Yeah, it's like me, and then there's a picture of my dad, there's a picture of my dog, and then there's a couple of drawings from my dad.
That's
So-
really funny. Wow.
Yeah.
This is
Wow.
a picture of my grandfather that I've never seen that popped up when I searched my name, which is really weird.
Fun.
That is weird.
Wow.
Like-
Discoveries.
He's the guy on the left. That's
Oh,
my
wow.
dad.
Oh, look at
His
his
name is
beard.
Raymond. Yeah,
That's
he's
such
a
a nice.
butthead.
Oh well, it's a nice photo.
Lovingly a butthead.
Oh okay.
Lovingly a butthead.
Googling me comes up with something far less wholesome.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Like the first
there's
like
no baby.
8 or 9 out of the
Maybe.
first 10 results for my name is to do with the fucking drug crime syndicate.
Oh.
Oh Anthony. Oh darling.
Oh, no.
What's going on?
Oh no. You need to
is
talk.
is there
Are you
something you're not
okay?
telling us?
Oh, dear God.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, looking up my username though is just pictures of me and a bunch of me in winter for some reason.
Because
Wow.
you're both fucking gay and you talk to each other
Get him,
non-stop.
get him.
That's
no.
pretty
God,
good.
there he's
That's
making the
pretty
big
good. Okay. My username comes up with the picture I made of Black Jack Randall from Outlander mixed with Jack Black.
Oh no!
Perfect.
As you do.
Oh my god. Okay, I searched like my Twitter handle,
Oh no.
and yeah, like a couple of photos of me came up, but also some results for llama costumes.
Oh.
Llama costumes.
Llama.
Ellie popped up. Oh, and an Aaron tweet popped up too.
Yeah.
Is my photo being used as a stock photo?
Oh my
That's
god,
sad.
really?
Oh no,
That's so
it's a bunch of pictures from the Power and Light building that they kind of compiled, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
Under
okay, I'm
suggested terms, Aaron Wolf is one of mine.
fine. There's a picture Aaron posted of the Blue Badger. Popped up
What?
with my thing.
Wow.
Okay. Are we
Also
done?
reconfirmed.
I don't even remember how we got here.
Oh my god. There's a picture
Anyway.
of me of work.
Furry
That's
gun.
nice.
Furry
My
gun.
first and last name apparently brings up a model. What?
Wow.
Steiny, you are a model.
Yeah,
To be
Yeah.
fair, Steiny's first name very much sounds like something you'd use as
For
kind
a
of a
model.
stage name.
yeah.
Yeah. Steiny, I love you.
Yeah. Okay, fuck, we got
What?
sidetracked. God damn it.
So sidetracked.
Shall we hop ourselves back aboard this crazy train?
Yeah.
Seems like a good idea.
Yes, we probably should.
Just so you
alright,
know,
let's go.
before we
So,
move on,
Unfortunately, ladies and
We're
gentlemen, we
fucking
shall not be
prepped.
going off the rails on it either.
No.
oh,
Rails are crazy. Okay, what file?
I'm
is
glad
that?
someone
That
got that
doesn't make
reference.
sense.
I was waiting for it.
I sing all the time, my dude. Just give me a song and I'll go
Oh,
off.
I see. The
Aaron, what was that?
no, the
that you
link
said?
was
It's
very.
sketchy.
The link didn't work. It's fine. Don't ignore that. I meant to send you this.
That scares me.
There. That's what comes up for me.
Looks like you're about to get the guillotine.
Do it.
Let's get it out of the attic.
Speaking of death sentences,
Yeah, let's continue.
Eternity!
Right. Okay.
Anthony's
I'm ready.
back.
Okay,
Yeah.
scrunchies on. Let's rock and roll.
Ready, rock and roll, buckaroo.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Chief Gant? Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture.
Take a good look at that.
Okay.
Oh.
My Google Nest decided to have a bit of a
Sure.
Oh.
to me.
That's fun.
You okay?
See the No, it's fine.
Alright. Okay.
It was a bit of a, a hey Alexa moment, basically.
Ah, I see.
See the
Really
victim's
pissed
vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area?
Take a good take a good look at this picture. The composition is really quite excellent. It's truly a piece of artwork. I rest my case.
Wow.
Babe, I'm so lucky to be dating you.
I mean, you
And
are.
one day kissing your face.
Someone does a better foghorn leghorn than you.
Listen, bitch. I listened to I watched Looney Tunes through my entire childhood because my dad is a cartoonist and also a huge fucking kid. So yeah, it's bad. Okay. Anyway. Oh shit! Fuck! It's me. Okay.
It looks like it's part of it's been cut out for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you the chief of police.
To be honest, who didn't watch Looney Tunes through their childhood? Fucking mood.
Yeah.
Have been concealing evidence. This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department.
Sounds like he's losing his dentures.
It sounded like he had something in his mouth. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Ratto.
We didn't do anything. You just ran your mouth.
Yeah.
And dug himself right into a hole.
There you go.
Well, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened.
What? You mean you admit to it?
Didn't he plead the fifth?
I plead the fifth.
Yeah,
And,
I guess
you
he's
know,
making a new testimony.
Rescind his
now.
right
Yeah,
to make any further
technically he
statements.
can't have a testimony. Like.
Ah,
No.
Ace Attorney.
Where the rules are made up and nothing matters.
Yeah.
I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her.
This is the 7th time we're hearing what really happened.
Yeah, everyone's committing perjury.
Yeah, just ignore the rules, it's fine.
Mm.
I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid. So you assisted Miss Sky. I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room.
Is kind of right.
Yeah.
This is technically about a different case. Makes
Mm,
no
true.
sense, but yeah, we were all just trying.
This is the thing,
Just
though. I thought we
try.
had established that the incident 2 years ago in this case were irrevocably linked.
Yeah.
But nope, that doesn't. Nope. Court doesn't work.
Court doesn't work. It's fine.
Nope, not at
Reform
all.
the courts.
We're just like, but Damon, you pleaded the fifth, and Damon's like, testimony
like,
goes.
nope.
"Brr."
Oh.
Oh Christ.
And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted. When I tampered with the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you.
2 pieces of evidence? You mean those items in your safe?
But why?
For insurance, of course.
Insurance?
I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed.
You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence?
Wow.
Sounds like he's a shady motherfucker.
This motherfucker is a psychopath.
What do you take me for, Reggie? A fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment?
It's all part of Gant's fabrications, the whole universe!
He's Zeus after all.
Yeah.
I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces. But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar too? Ho ho ho! Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance. You mean that piece of cloth?
I thought that was the judge for no reason.
Wow.
No, this is just Tony talking to himself for a while.
So basically, any average Saturday night.
Oh.
Oh no.
Come on, Rado. Cough it up already. I know you have it.
Well,
What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright?
So you admit to it then, Chief Gant, that you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe.
Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer.
God
I
forbid.
guess. Savage
But you
being
tripped
preferred.
yourself up, bitch. You tripped yourself up. You tripped yourself up. You tripped yourself up. Da 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 da. Da.
And I watched the house of cards just come tumbling down.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present.
Foolish move, Rado. You should have shown it then, before it was too late.
Oh, but it was too early, bitch.
It's been a long battle, but the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine.
You show evidence now.
Do you think?
Yeah, because he's tripped himself up. He's admitted that he's the one that cut the hole in the cloth.
Yeah.
He has both approved it as a piece of evidence admissible to the case, and he has also established its relevance to the trial at hand. Whereas that wasn't a thing that had been, attached to the piece of cloth.
Yeah, he's also irrevocably linked himself to said piece of cloth, which is his fucking mistake.
Because there's something very important about it that Ellie pointed out earlier.
I'm smart.
Yes, she is.
You are.
Yeah. Ah, everyone's agreeing with me. It's weird.
Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now.
Right then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence who shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall.
It's a freaking cloth.
Look at this cloth.
Every time. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest?
Oh, yes. At last, you finally brought it out to the open.
Decent blue badger?
My god.
There's a handprint on this piece of cloth.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. You know,
No need, we already did it.
it's not as if the defense has a scientific investigator in waiting on their bench.
It's
Scientific
Investigator.
This handprint on the leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly.
You mean?
That was
It
dramatic.
could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence.
Edgeworth, we are the lab.
Send it to the lab. Bitch, we are the lab.
You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy. What? Think about it. Rado had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be? You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that.
Mr. Wright, do you really know?
Santa Claus.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. Okay.
Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they?
Very
Now
well.
I know how this is gonna
I
roll.
mean, it shows who the real murderer is, but not in that way.
I'll tell you. It should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted.
What?
It's almost
Just
as
as I
Phoenix is
planned
suddenly
all
galaxy
along.
All according to Kaikaku.
It's Beacons.
brain. It's me.
It's Begins. It's him. He did it. It's Emma.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw her under the bus a little bit.
Rama Sky?
What? They're mine?
I'm sorry, Emma.
Why? You could have told me I was a murderer this entire time, asshole. Why didn't you tell me?
Phoenix, don't pretend your strategy doesn't involve a fuck ton of bluffing and dumb luck. Yeah.
Oh, you're really something, Rado. You knew this girl did it all along.
Dog is making dog noises in his sleep. I love that. Oh, I love when doggies have dreams.
I love dog dreams.
There's
No,
no
you know
sort of
what's even cuter? Bunny dreams.
Oh,
Aww.
that's adorable.
It's like their noses and their ears twitch.
Oh. BRB for dog. Okay, have fun with dog.
Yeah.
Love dog.
dog.
Tell him we love him.
Mhm.
Give him many pets. Anyway.
Anyway.
You knew this girl did it all along, and you still tried to pin the murder on me.
So it's true. Tragic, but true. This girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to his death.
How could you? You monster!
Miss Sky,
You knew whose fingerprints those were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't.
Miss Sky, it's not over yet.
What?
These camera shot are.
Oh.
I said this trial isn't over yet.
But I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career, too. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy.
Except he won't.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you gonna tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer?
Keep talking, Gan.
Well, before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up.
Oh? Man, what's that?
Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall? Of course.
What?
Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. Sent a dog pic, did you? He did.
Send dog pics.
Send dog pics.
Send dog pics.
Send dog pics.
Dog pics are important, and yes, bathroom breaks are also very important as well.
Yeah, true.
It's true.
There's been so much perjury.
There's been so much perjury.
Oh my god.
I have to
What?
see dog. Dog
Oh,
time.
it's so cute.
Oh, that's a
No, I want to see. No, I want to see baby. I want to see that baby.
That's- That's how you appease everyone.
Big baby.
With dog pics.
big baby.
Look at this baby.
Big baby. Soft.
Oh, he's gonna cry. So pretty. Oh, he looks like a clown.
Thank you, Knippy. You have appeased us all.
Yeah, you've appeased us. Now it is only him. Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. Oh, I can hear some phone crackle.
No,
yeah, that's not mine.
Oh, it's me. I got a text from my dad.
Oh, I see it, right.
Hang on.
It's okay.
Oh, that hit my switch. Okay.
Oh dear.
Uh-huh.
This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask?
Was a Sky, wasn't it?
No. Nope.
I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction.
Of course it does.
What? Contradiction?
You're getting good at this game, Bird.
What is this fool babbling about?
Contradiction is a key term in this game.
Yeah. I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves who the real killer is.
Dun, dun, dun.
I love that way he towers up in Marvel vs. Capcom and he
Oh,
gets the
Ray's
big...
back.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm
Ray.
Ray. Ellie sounds like Ray, but that was Ray.
Wait, what? I didn't even say anything.
Context.
No, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
I sent you, Meredith. I was talking about why I needed to go back to stream because Jackson was telling me no. And he's like, "Where is your friend Mary at?" Like,
Oh.
Meredith lives in Massachusetts. She's like, "She's so soft."
I love that he calls me Mary. That's so cute.
Oh.
That's precious. That's fucking precious.
That's
Yeah.
Also, Tony, Jackson says Ireland isn't real, so
Yeah.
Got something to tell us, Tony?
Jackson has rule of law, so.
my
I
4-year-old
must
has
just
rule of
be-
law.
I must just have transcended to a higher state of being then.
Ireland. You are.
Wait.
Alright, we can go back to no more Jackson stories because he's a
Right.
butthead.
Right.
Dear Lord. Okay.
Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth, what could it possibly contradict?
Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. That's very dramatic. Behold!
Ace Attorney is fucking dramatic.
The
Behold
piece of
my attorney's
evidence.
badge!
Oh man.
Look at his badge.
Look at his
badge.
26381. Oh, we need to look at Apollo's badge. His number. Anyway.
Oh yeah, we do.
It's this, right?
It's
Yeah.
the picture. It's the picture.
Because of the blood on the vest.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Behold. He really said behold.
And what exactly is this supposed to be?
This is the picture Miss Sky took. Take a good look at it.
Look at his photo.
See where this piece of the vest was cut out?
Yes. The shirt is showing underneath. Sexy.
Fucking hell.
It's hard to make out with the blood on his vest, though.
Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs no doubt were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth.
Whoa! But
Gross.
that piece of cloth.
Gross.
Nasty.
That was nasty. Wait, there's no blood on it.
Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time.
No, this is nonsense.
We got the music. He knows his spots. Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside.
He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out.
If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Sky, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armor's sword?
Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue and make Lana believe her sister did it.
Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest? Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer.
That's frightening.
That's terrifying.
Oh, it's finally all over. He's getting
Thank
electrocuted.
fuck.
Understand?
Electrocuted for his crimes.
It's finally gone.
Uh-oh. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Oh, geez. He's wet.
Oh, that was close, Rado. You almost had me. Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations.
What do you mean you refute his allegations?
You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence.
It was illegal until you brought it up yourself, you dumbass.
Order! Order! Nonsense is this?
Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Urgy? Earlier, old Rado here concealed that piece of cloth. So then, what's your excuse, Rado? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you?
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time.
Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence.
At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence.
But that's not fair! liar!
It's also not true.
Yeah, correct.
Did you actually think you could best me in court? It looks like the last laugh's on you, son.
Phoenix is just sat there like, sucker.
I'm
Yes, you
afraid
learned
Mr.
how to
Gant's
read.
claim- Yes, you learned how to read, bitch. I'm afraid Mr. Gaunt's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal.
Well, Mr. Wright?
It seems, at last, the time for me to reveal my plan is finally. What the fuck am I talking about?
You're so dramatic. I've never had this planned.
Everything is improv.
Mr. Wright, do you admit it? That you purposely and illegally concealed this piece of cloth?
You did not, bitch.
False.
I admit I refused to present it at one point.
Aha! So the evidence is illegal.
No, it isn't, Mr. Gant.
Huh?
It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't.
What do you mean you couldn't?
There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence.
No, Hudgy, don't listen to his lies.
I also
He's
took
not a
the
coward.
bar exam. I'll probably know what
can't
he's
really
on
believe.
about.
You better know what you're on about.
There is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
I know it's perspective, but Edward's hands are like huge.
Yeah, we
They're
have.
really big. They are yowie hands.
Big hands.
Big hands!
Here.
You little hands.
Luke,
Oh,
Lucajin did a let's play of Ace Attorney, completely blind.
Hmm.
And when she saw Edgeworth's courtroom sprite, one of the very first things she remarked was that Edgeworth had yowie hands.
Yowie hands.
He does.
Yeah.
Lucajin is like insanely horny for Edgeworth the entire time.
Yes,
They're
that
correct.
is fantastic.
Very well. Let us settle this once and for all. Does Edgeworth have yowie hands? Well, yeah, you refused to present evidence. And prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now.
We have
Oh, I wonder.
Look at Peel. Look at Peel. Look at Peel.
Look, if I've got my attorney's badge, I shouldn't be doing anything illegal,
I'm a
right?
lawyer. I say it's legal.
Alright. Oh, let's do it.
Yeah, present.
Yeah.
Yep.
What if you just threw the book at the judge's face?
Oh no, don't throw the book at me.
Mhm. So,
This
question:
is
why
my-
was Gan fine with Wright controlling the whole legal system?
Oh yeah, that was a thing as well, wasn't it?
We're in on it together.
Partnered in crime, clearly.
Rip.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot of contradictions.
Okay,
with both
maybe
of the
he
actors.
didn't have control of the legal system per se. It was probably more just like blackmail on like certain lower level officers
Yeah.
and stuff.
Well, he said he had the judge, he had Edgeworth, he had the police officers.
I mean, have you seen the judge? He's probably doing some weird shady shit in the
Oh
background.
boy. Let's distract ourselves from that. This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. You really don't know, Gan?
I don't know evidence law. What the fuck is evidence law?
Yeah.
Bold of you to
Oh,
assume I
like
know
I'm a damn chief
anything.
of police or nothing.
Did you say it?
Yeah,
Oh.
I did.
Okay.
I think he got cut off.
Oh, I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, At that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth. Nothing more.
What?
You see, it's written right here in this book. The second rule of evidence law.
Gant is starting
Actually-
to make this sound like a fucking Steve Austin promo.
What? What? What?
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Like autofill suggests furry when you say you have to see White as a furry. Oh no.
Oh my god.
And you read as direct competitor.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I mean, he
Well,
rooted
you're
it
not.
like he was rooted it out like about 2 years ago, right?
Something like half a year ago, I think.
Half a year ago.
But yeah.
Okay. Maybe he was just like came up recently and he was planning to do something, and then Mio was like, "Oh, hey, fuck him."
Maybe. Who knows?
Hmm.
He did call up the chief prosecutor, right? Which, aka Lana,
Yeah.
during that case. So yeah.
Mhm.
I found this piece of evidence. Oh, I misread that as inside myself, and that's not.
Oh no!
Inside myself. What if the verdict was inside me all along?
The real evidence is the
Terrible.
friends we made along the way.
Horrible.
I found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying I did not have approval from the police department. You are sweating a lot, good sir.
Yeah, honey, you
Record
need some
bitch.
fucking
Stand by the
deodorant.
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
And here is the crux of the matter. You see, at the time, it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident.
What? What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and...
Sorry, but can you recall when was that picture presented?
That was only a few moments ago.
No.
He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless.
The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant. Oh my god, every letter in that book has its own page.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah. We like the time, we
You-
like Puyo.
You yourself confessed to a certain truth.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest?
Oh yes.
And that's when you fucked yourself over.
No! It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the Chief of Police, personally approved this cloth.
The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer, and there's only one person who that could be. Damon Gant! The killer was you! That's a weird, dramatic way of putting it.
Yeah.
No.
I just realized we have to prove the other case too.
Oh.
Yeah, true.
Oh.
He is having a time. He's tilting. He's tilting.
My brain when I drink too much coffee.
I knew I should have gotten rid of him.
Ooh, the evil genius leaped out.
It's still an excellent reaction gift, yeah. I've got a new set of that.
That good-for-nothing scum.
McCree!
It's McCree! Why does he drink alcohol? Why does he do that like that? It looks like he's... I'm not gonna say it, because this is a good Christian stream.
It's to exaggerate the animation.
It looks
But
so
I know
bad.
what you mean.
Nasty! This is a children's game.
The inference is that he minds drinking from his flask all this time. But that when he
Oh,
does
yeah.
that animation, he's actually drinking from it.
Hmm.
It's very weird.
Very.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
For 2 years, he's been snooping around the department, trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me.
Because you're guilty.
Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty.
Get wrecked.
Yeah.
He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Starr, then convinced Bruce Goodman.
Detective Goodman?
Yeah, that's right. If the
It's
evidence is
high
transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth.
Wow.
It's high truth
gotta help
time.
High truth.
High truth.
Truth.
Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit.
I don't know, maybe because his brother died.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He
Just a
stole,
thought.
he stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence. Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden he decided to speak out.
Oh, so he's admitting to the crime. Cool.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
eventually, if you push them too far, they're like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What are you talking about, Goodman?
Oh, who wants to be Goodman?
Oh,
I
yeah.
can.
Ray!
I can do it.
You're Ray boy.
God.
Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? You can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered.
And you stand, you're done.
Goodman was a good man.
Funny.
Hey.
He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking the evidence out, he said,
Oh, he's
Too
back.
late. I'm going to hand all this over to Marshall.
well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it. That accursed knife. I couldn't just pull it out.
Crazy.
Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime. Even so, blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake.
The bloody handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
I used to be known as the crime computer. But everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it. Then you put the body in my car. I'm sorry. I couldn't think of any other way to move the body.
You're not sorry though, are you? You fucking cunt.
Not sorry you killed him. Sorry you put it in Edward's trunk, though. Got it. Yeah.
That's a nice car. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh.
I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal?
Sorry.
Wow.
You make a lot more than us detectives ever will. He's right there.
Yeah, he's not incorrect. Edward, that sprite kills me every single time.
It's good.
Leaving the prosecution's car aside.
it is a nice car.
I'm looking for what's right.
How could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this?
Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out.
I hate to interrupt, but I need to pee.
Oh, okay.
So like, keep going, and then like, I if the judge comes up, just pause it there. I'm fine.
Are you sure? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. I know what. Like this is like the end, really. So.
Yeah.
Go pee,
Okay.
go pee. Go, go, go.
See you in a bit. Bye, bye, bye.
The anime scene of him driving with rap music in the background. I love that.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker. I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take.
So, you left the jar fragments and the glove
Yeah. It looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer.
You don't say.
They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay. Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that. Tell me, Worthy, why do you stand in court? Me? You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same.
False.
Baking. One day, you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Urgy.
And
now we wait.
And scene.
And scene.
Well,
And now I can breathe.
yes. That was
I'm so proud
big
of you,
monologue.
Tony.
Yeah. You did
I
good.
support Tony's voice acting dreams.
Tony, we love you and we support you.
do.
And I hope you know that.
Oh,
Also, I'm
Thank
kind
you.
of working at the same time that I'm doing this, so
That's okay.
they're all making me fuzzy.
Aww.
we're soft.
We'd be soft. It'd be soft
Just like
powers.
just like Meredith is.
That's me.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah. So we're really close to the end of this case. And
We also have, can I point out, we also have a second credits roll to endure.
we do indeed.
Oh
We do.
no.
Purely for the DLC credits.
DLC credits, shit.
Does it go 100 miles an hour like the first one?
Yeah.
Great.
Every credit scene in this game does just that.
Cool. Do 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 do.
You got
Oh,
oh, this is the me theme. I thought it was something else.
No, that's just what was playing in my head.
Oh, I see. I thought it was Return of Our Sisters theme for a second. Sent a dog and a May. Oh, thank you. There's a dog and a May.
Oh, I want to see the dog and the May. Oh, such a good dog. Kennedy, what's your dog's name?
I'm curious. I'm
That
curious.
looks like the best of dogs.
I want to
Yeah, I don't know how you guys sang the me.
Oh,
We love Max.
good dog name. 10 out of 10.
Would recommend.
We love.
Yeah, I don't know how Ray and
Sorry,
I managed to synchronize that with a delay in the middle.
Meredith, you and I have one brain cell.
Yeah,
And there's daddy issues and memes.
yeah, and it's just constantly the me theme song playing in our brains, like elevator music.
Yep, pretty much.
Perfect.
Too bad I misspelled Karl Marx on the 4, but oh well. Did you spell it Karl Max? That's funny. I too would name my dog Karl Marx. So
That is
that's
iconic.
Yeah.
Truly iconic.
Karl Max.
Also, side note, but this
Alright,
sprite...
I'm back.
Hi!
Hello!
Hello.
It.
This sprite of the judge absolutely killed me.
Was just
His
like,
eyebrow. Yeah.
big eyebrow.
It's the same energy as that like gif of that white guy like blinking.
Oh my god.
Season
That you would point that out.
When the defense makes a really, really good argument.
Right.
All right.
So
Anyway.
yeah, we're so close. We're so close.
Yeah.
What?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Back to the monologue.
Great.
Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend.
They were gay.
Hey, Your Honor. Wait, you're the honor.
I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as you used to be, long ago. You were once a fine investigator, and an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person.
Lunch date is over, party.
Fucking hell, that got deep.
That got cancelled quick.
Those days are gone now, Udgy. Thanks for all the memories, though.
The
Don't
gay.
worry. You'll be fine. Now you have Rado here.
Also gay.
And Worthy.
Also gay.
Also gay.
With these two around, you can't go wrong.
You
In
can
fact,
try.
Courtroom.
I can hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new beginning.
That's not a euphemism.
Hi, Lana.
It's a
Especially as he was,
baby.
clapping his hands while he was
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
The
are
melodious
two-
sounds of a new beginning. They sound like this.
Yeah, no!
I was worried that it didn't ring the way I wanted it to.
Oh, we got it.
Uh-huh.
There are two things I want you to understand.
Yes.
First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent.
You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years. From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence, up until today.
Right, yes. Edgeworth, I'll just sort off the next few games to go deal with his investigations or something.
Yeah, this case is kind of non-canon as soon as we
Yeah.
move on from it. So,
Yeah, no, you're right.
ignore this whole case. Ignore everything you
Oh, yeah, it's
You're
fine.
done. It's fine.
Okay, it's not canon.
It's fine.
Hmm.
So, it seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered.
I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble.
My. What high standards you have for a rookie.
Ooh.
Hmm?
Oh shit.
I could see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top. But you'll always be a bottom.
Oh, look at her little smile.
Cute.
I'm sorry, I ruined that moment.
It's fine. What are you waiting for?
Yeah. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright.
Aww.
You're still a bottom.
Miss Sky.
And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you.
It was nothing.
Liar.
I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. As the top.
That's the top.
You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop it. I only did my job.
He's getting flustered.
He's getting flustered.
Cutie patootie.
Kitty.
In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us.
All of us, including the judge.
Yeah, fuck
I
you,
vote for a
John.
National Self-Care Day.
Miss Scott,
Yes, Your Honor.
You know, we get to the end of a trial and the judge accidentally says the wrong verdict. Could you imagine?
Oh,
Guilty.
wait, shit, no!
Oh, no, I meant... Oh, fuck!
you are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as his accomplice. The trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date.
Yes. I understand, Your Honor.
Is there something amusing about all of this? Why are you smiling?
It's been a long time, Your Honor. Long since a long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Aw, baby.
She's baby.
She's a baby.
She's baby!
She's baby, Your Honor.
She is definitely baby. Well, this trial has gone on far too long already. Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lanosky,
Guilty.
guilty.
Wait,
Shit, no, fuck.
Confetti, it's a parade.
Yeah.
God, what an old meme.
That's such a meme.
That activated something in my brain.
Oh boy.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Finally.
Yes.
Hey.
And now we can get into the other one. We can get into it.
I know.
Okay, close.
Come on.
Patient.
Electricate the electrical with the stone.
At long last, it's finally over.
You said it, Chief.
Emma?
Oh,
Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook, but at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit.
Canipia just reminded me.
Canipia,
One trail closer to Big Chop.
can we get Canipia timed out? Can we get...
Nope, he's bad now.
we do not talk about Big
I
Tom.
won't allow it.
I would talk about, but it would delete all his messages.
Aww,
That would be rude.
it's okay, don't worry.
Anyway.
I guess I'll tolerate that message being in my eye line.
I can delete it, but I'm not going to.
no, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended?
I can see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. That's not what I said.
Yeah, it's just
That's-
Mia.
Yeah, okay. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright.
I guess they edited it.
Yeah, that was weird.
Draft 1.
And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth.
Mm.
You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. You've done well.
She talks about her ex.
Yeah, I know, right?
She did.
I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me.
Oh,
Hope I'm not interrupting else. Oh, did I just ruin a moment? Were we having a moment here?
oh, Canipia, you have every right to be scared. Do not bring that up. Oh,
Oh. Guess I am. I'll come back later.
damn it, Gumshoe.
Aw, Gumshoe.
Wait, it's Detective Gumshoe. What is it?
Whoosh.
I appeared.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Make a detective run all the way. That's okay. And on top of it, you called me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
You've said that 3 times.
Every single time I keep getting deja vu.
Hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding.
Oh, are you here because of my sister again?
Nope. Not this time. I came today because of you, pal.
Aww.
Hey, the support is big. Oh wait, no. Okay, no. Me?
That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone.
Oh,
Aww.
That's so
Aw.
precious.
Oh my god, Canipia just unloading his gun into Gumshoe. Oh my god.
Oh, Christ.
I'll block
Gumshoe's
you.
good bean. What the fuck?
Wow.
Lana.
Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know.
Well, I won't tell if you won't.
Aw.
Apart from there's 2 guards like right next to the door. It's fine.
They're statues, fun fact. They're just there for decoration.
His dick.
Gumshoe.
Emma, I owe you an apology.
It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it.
That day 2 years ago. It was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in this mess.
Yes.
I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake. But now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself. But I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours.
The big puppy dog eyes?
Yes, those eyes. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew.
But sis, you were only doing it for me.
No.
Huh?
I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you.
Sis.
I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry.
Sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now. I solved the murder!
Happy?
We saw a whole lot of blood. Of course. You know, sis? I always knew that one day you'd come back. And now you have. Let's go get fucking wasted.
He's so cute!
Oh, Emma.
Oh,
babies.
no one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find the way back to our rightful path. And it is from there that we can move toward a brighter future.
Shut up, Phoenix!
Oh my god.
Phoenix, stop being a philosophical dumbass.
The reason you should make up for your fucking dumbassery is because it's a polite thing to do.
Yeah. I was about to be like, oh, that's such a nice message, and then I immediately looked over to see if you go, shut up, Phoenix.
Look at that, a man offering his opinion again. Shut up, Phoenix. At least that's what I felt, watching the two sisters make up.
Phoenix, I'm gonna punch you directly in the face.
Mr. Wright? Mr. Gumshoe?
Me?
Thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday.
Except
They
we
did
won't.
Oh, no! I'm gonna miss Lana!
Oh,
Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
yeah, the text was white, so he actually said that out loud.
Yeah, I was gonna say, imagine saying this all out loud.
Edgeworth?
Stop hiding and come over here.
Of course. Hidden
Wow,
behind the
an emo
plant.
son of a bitch again.
Where was he hiding?
I just came to say, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edward.
Right. Well, I'll be going now.
There he goes.
There you go.
Hi, Winter.
Hey, Winter!
Hello? Hello?
Mr.
Mr.
Edgeworth.
Bailiff this whole time. This guy.
Probably.
Wow.
Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't
Sounds
blame
like from
yourself for
a
what happened.
roleplay he was doing one time.
Oh my god.
My god, Steiny.
Samantha Edgeworth should have a ponytail.
You know, that's valid.
I dig it. I
Valid,
dig it.
honestly.
I dig it.
He's got really long bangs.
Hmm.
His bangs could be his ponytail.
Lana's saying she hopes he doesn't blame himself for what he happened. Narrator, he absolutely did.
Oh, he absolutely did.
Poor Edgeworth. I already read that if you want to
Oh,
skip it.
sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I just interrupted because I'm a piece of shit.
God, no.
Hobgoblin.
We keep talking over each other. It's okay.
That's just how it be.
It's just how it be.
We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you.
Oh, also, hi, Winter. How are you? Well, I called Jake over here to tell me what time it is. It's 12 o'clock.
It's high
Midnight.
It's too late for me.
It's already past high noon.
It's 12:01.
I was about to say that.
No.
Oh, he's being angry. He's being angsty.
You broke me, you fuckers.
We broke Edgeworth.
We broke him, finally!
No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't correct my mistakes.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right. You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same.
Oh shit.
One day, you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now.
But Edgeworth.
Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor.
Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma.
Mr.
We don't.
Okay, that reminded me of that one vine that's like, say hello, Jesus! Screaming,
Hello, Jesus.
it's Jesus!
Just say hello, Jesus.
Boy.
Okay.
I think Manfred triggered Ellie's fight or flight response.
Apparently.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Okay.
There's a
Anyway.
rare day where you can get me to snort laughter levels.
It's so cute.
Oh god, it's fucking god.
Oh boy. All right. We're both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime, but they both made the same mistake.
Committed murder.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't call that a mistake, but yeah.
They became the villain.
Yeah. Damon and Lana have the same breast pocket thingies on their clothes. You have to have them to be a
Oh.
prosecutor.
Clearly.
I have no idea.
It's legal.
Yeah, we're at the end of this case, Winter. It's alright.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We're just
go.
wrapping things up.
I want to get them to justice.
Okay, alright.
I'm going to get high. When are you not? Is the better
I
question.
assumed you
here.
were high when you got in here.
Yeah.
Okay. You said in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. You had your boyfriend.
Your boyfriend was like right there.
You were working together with Mr. Wright. Your boyfriend.
Yeah.
And because of that partnership, wink, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz?
Come on, Mr. Wright. Show him what Lana's talking about.
You both had two
Evidence,
sides of the
huh?
list, that's how I do.
Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own.
It's the evidence list, isn't it? Because it's like two halves of the same. It was a blue badger!
Badger all along.
Attorney's badge.
Attorney's badge. Always. That is always the correct answer.
It's
But,
just like,
yeah.
this badge! I lost it in the cloakroom!
We each had one half of the list each, didn't we?
Yeah.
I
gay.
see. I was gonna be like, oh, is there a separate one that has his evidence list, but they put the evidence
They
list
put them
together.
together.
That's
They
so
attached
cool.
them.
Wow. He just throws it in his face.
let me ruin this
Take it.
emotional moment.
It's the picture I drew!
Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the evidence list, and I had the other, and they fit together perfectly. Like we do.
Oh boy.
Apart, we was. I'm fine. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture.
It's actually how gay lawyers have sex.
They put evidence lists together.
Wow.
together!
Oh boy.
It's horrible.
That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's time for me to go.
You can't deal with it. You can't deal with feelings.
Hmm.
Oh, baby.
Mr. Edgeworth!
If you'll excuse me. There are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor.
Edgeworth, what will you do now? This is a safe Narumitsu space, clearly. Well, whatever you do, just remember. You can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you.
I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, right?
Knife cat.
But what I face now is my problem.
My internalized homophobia.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'll stop.
No, don't. Please continue.
Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court.
Farewell.
Okay, really, this case should have been at the end of the whole trilogy, but whatever.
Yeah. And then he died.
I'd better be going too.
Okay, but I'll be by to visit soon.
Seems we both have a lot to learn and catching up to do. Here, it's a little something for you.
That's another Toyota!
Aww. Where does she keep getting these books?
Every prosecutor has them, like, just in their jackets.
Yeah.
Apparently.
No, just like, hey kid, you want some
Educate
Toyo?
Educate yourself.
Scientific investigation.
It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well.
That's
Wow.
the first book you ever bought?
Bro, what?
Lord. Mine was
Thanks,
Judy
I
Jones.
will.
Oh, she's so cute.
Babies.
I know.
And so,
Baby!
another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun.
Oh.
Babies.
And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself.
I love it. Laugh from the president.
It was just there.
Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal.
Huh? What is it, detective?
There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this.
I thought you said it was okay.
Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story.
Huh?
ACAB, except Gumshoe. Gumshoe is not a bastard.
Not all men. Not all cops. Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either.
Huh?
Whoa. The timeline of this makes absolutely no fucking sense.
No.
Okay, can we not legally examine the court that's like 2 seconds away from ending?
We are physically incapable.
Yeah, I know. We must fact check this entire game.
Way to go, detective! I didn't know you had a wild side.
Yeah,
Hurry
well.
up, Ellie!
Fuck off! Yeah, well. You see, Mr. Wright here is the one who'll be footing the bill.
Huh? Huh?
What? You think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal.
Huh? Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best.
Why is it I suddenly feel like I want to scream?
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together?
And then get hot dogs. Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Now what?
Ah,
Oh,
And
no,
now justice for all.
credits.
And now
just
just
the
for all.
credits. Hope you're ready to do Angel and Jake and all the voices.
Speedrun.
Lord. Oh no.
I need her up to take care of Emma. I hope she'll be pleased to study under a top coroner. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor's office. Still, I'll manage to find my way back to the field somehow. Then I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma.
That's so cute.
This is never the
Yay.
best ever.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It should be. I'm mad. Especially since we get adult Emma in the later games.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's nice though.
Yeah.
She never brings this up apart from the fact she knows Phoenix.
Yeah, and that's it,
Wow.
shadily.
Oh god. Yikes! I thought I was gone for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation of the chief's office. If we penalize you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show. You can't shake me off that easily.
Haha, gay.
Nothing. No thoughts, head empty apart from one word.
Oh, but yeah.
I just want to get started on justice for all so I can be my baby.
Well, we've still got the whole case first, and then we've
Yeah, we
got the
have-
I don't
investigation.
care.
Oh god.
My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them, though. Someday I'm going to make detective. Yes, sir. Then I can be just like that dick gumshoe.
Aw, Hero's Gumshoe?
I mean, Moon. My hero is also Gumshoe.
Yeah. Oh.
God, am I going to get any more voices? Let's see.
Get
That
him
was
out
it.
of here.
Just want to sing it.
I can't believe for two characters to bring back in Apollo Justice, they picked Emma and Meekins. Fuck.
Of course they did.
Oh my god, no!
No, he's back.
Get
Horrible.
out of here.
No.
Look at his little legs.
Terrifying.
Oh,
Oh!
That thing is cursed.
R.I.P. Can we get an
Okay,
F for the
did he
Blue
fall or
Badger?
did he free himself? This is a very
Captain Blue Badger.
Great.
He's been freed.
He has risen.
Oh,
What is it? Can't you see I'm having me a showdown with a steak lunch partner? Miss Dora managed to sneak this into me. She's seen one of the gores, it seems. Oh, cowpoke. Looks like you did it. Keep gave Bambita back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water?
Billy's his cactus.
also, are we going to mention the fact he had a knife in prison? I guess
Had a
not.
knife
Yeah,
and
did they
also
just let him go through with that?
a knife and a flask.
Oh, hello. Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while, or ever again. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu, the Right Way lunch. Top layer tastes as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer is as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. It's a hot seller around exam time. Just make sure not to eat it backwards. How do you eat something backwards?
Do you eat something backwards?
Don't open it upside down, I guess. Bitter. Oh my god, Godo's having an aneurysm.
Bitter!
Black and as bitter as hell
Oh.
itself.
Oh, hello.
I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Left?
Anyway, you said he'd been doing something or other for how many years? Well, anyway, I've got enough trial to get through, so I'd better be...
No! I forgot my gavel! Sorry, good to go.
God.
God, that man does have dementia.
That man. That man. I'm gonna pull my hair out.
Thanks, J. Patrick Riley. And Steve Anderson and Yuli Kim.
Specifically these three.
Thanks, guys. Thanks,
Yoko
Yoko Mudu.
Alexander
Friendship with
Owen.
Mr. Wrong is over.
Oh! Ah! Nothing soothes the soul like fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing you and your objection. Still, I can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium. Chinese again. Morning. Well, see you around, Nick.
Oh, frog face. Leave her alone.
Oh,
She's
wait,
baby!
Special thanks. Kimmy,
Special
okay.
thanks.
Okay, the cocaine powder.
It does look like cocaine powder.
It does.
White powder memories.
Powder. Why are there children
Ah.
screaming outside of my room?
Who knows?
Children?
Oh.
I think
Is it
they're
boy?
Ellie?
Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh,
Mr. Edgeworth, I brought you your tea. What's going on?
Oh. Who
Dun dun
knows?
dun.
thanks for that, Ace Attorney.
Intrigue.
Mystery.
It's a shame
Thrill
you
of a
don't get the...
lifetime.
Oh,
Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book.
Oh.
why is that man so handsome? Oh, the bellboy. I wish I knew.
Handsome man.
Oh,
Well, boy,
Oh, we get to open the book?
we get to open the book.
Cute! Did Lana put a
It's
picture
another
in
Pio
it?
again.
Pio!
Theo.
It's my favorite picture of this entire case.
Also, it's a shame the credits don't have on the DS on the bottom screen. You had the fingerprint powder stuff, and you could blow away to see all the concept art. But
Yeah.
Oh.
not on this port, I guess.
No.
It's not phobia.
It's
so cute.
Oh, look at that. That's adorable. Look at Emma's little outfit. What a
icon.
So adorable.
Buttons.
baby.
Baby.
Come on,
We
give me
already
a
established that Phoenix can't read. Aw,
Woo!
nice.
Okay, now
game,
justice for all.
Capcom.
Let me see my whip, baby.
We've got a whole case to go through and a whole investigation sequence.
I
Ellie.
don't care.
Funny.
Well,
onwards.
How are we feeling,
Come on,
guys? How are we
I wanna
feeling?
I
get-
need to
wanna
go
keep
to the
going.
toilet.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's say we take a break and then keep going, but I want to keep going.
Me too, me too. I need a break. What?
I
Meredith,
might
right?
dip for the night.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Headache.
Oh, fair
I'm
enough.
just faced, but if you guys want to continue, by all means.
Yeah, likewise.
You seem pretty eager, Ellie.
I want to see my baby.
We know.
I want to
Well,
see my baby.
the next case is pretty short, so whenever we get round to it, but it will be... I doubt we'll get next round to case 2 today.
Oh, fair. I want to see my baby.
Oh,
Do you have a serious
justice for
announcement,
all.
actually?
Oh,
What even is the
Oh.
first case in this? Is this Maggie or...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's the one with the fucking
Nightmare Judge.
where the symphony is the
Mm.
theme.
The horror symphony. And...
Is the judge from the first game in this one?
Yes. That judge is just about every single case in the entire.
He's in every case in the Ace Attorney.
Alright.
I guess.
Okay, I have a serious itch. Can we do this again tomorrow, maybe? Because I have a really big itch to see my baby.
Wow.
Babe, I'm just gonna buy you Ace Attorney on everything.
I have Ace Attorney. It's just they
Get
want
it on your
She
Switch.
wants to voice her.
You want to do the voice of
Oh,
Francisca,
yeah.
huh?
Francisca
I want to be a sexy German woman. Really.
I mean, we do love Francisca, to be fair.
That's literally her character.
No, repeat the last couple of words for me, please.
I want to be a sexy German woman with a whip.
Okay, I didn't hear the with the whip. I thought you said wee and I was gonna hit you.
Different languages.
I just added French in there, you know?
No. False. Incorrect.
Ellie, don't you have your own stream channel to do it on? No, because it's not on the PS4.
Oh.
Mama don't have a good computer.
Oh, rip. It is on PS4, but you'd have to buy it again.
Yeah. I don't have that money.
And plus, you know, we're meant to do all the voices and stuff.
Play it together. It's a together thing.
It's mostly because I want to see how Ray reacts to a very sexy German woman voice.
Oh, I'm going to die. I'm going
You're
to
going to die.
explode.
Yeah. She's the prosecutor for the entire game.
Yeah, she is. She is
my
amazing.
baby.
But yeah.
Karma, she's so
She's so
pretty.
pretty.
Oh, at least we're familiar with that. So I'll get a picture of
Lovely.
Francisca up for the end. Just as we end
Yeah,
the stream.
she's fucking baby. Oof.
Oh boy. Well, I don't know
She's
actual
soft.
pictures that are big enough to fill the whole screen. Yeah.
Canopia's making an important declaration.
Oh yes.
Congratulations on your new furry status, Canipia.
Yeah.
Congratulations of I don't know, coming out of a taxidermy office? I don't know how to say coming out of the closet as a furry.
Congratulations, Nipia.
Hey,
I love you.
as much as we make fun of furry guns,
Uh,
I love and support you.
yeah, the furry community is a really nice community, and if you are a furry, good for you. Cheers.
Good for you.
Yeah.
It's just nice to say.
I officially
I
It's
support
nice
you.
to
I
tease
support you.
Aaron.
Yeah. That's just the whole point.
I support you from the outside. You have rights.
from outside the circle.
Oh, outside the circle, really? Are you sure?
But
Are
yeah,
you sure about that?
Are you
There's-
sure about that?
there's Francisca, our girl. And
The
we will
baby.
absolutely see her next stream. Absolutely.
Baby.
She's the baby.
She's
The
baby.
special place in Harley, Bottle Spring Water. Hey, we'll see you there, buddy. We're all going.
Yeah, we're all going.
Yeah. All the
Yeah.
cool people go to hell. That's where Satan hangs out, and Satan's a fucking badass.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so shall we call it there for now? And when
Yeah.
shall we?
Yes.
Well,
I'd like,
we shall figure
I'd
it
like
out
to
at
do
some
this
point.
again tomorrow, but that's because I have an itching to see my
Yeah.
baby.
I'm free tomorrow and Friday, but I'm streaming on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I can't do Friday, and I think I'm working. Hang on, let me have a look at my calendar. Because I have work now. I'm working in a plague.
Hey.
You.
Okay, well, it's our anniversary on Saturday, so
It is.
It is. Yeah. It's
Goodbye,
free.
Thought. Go make your food.
Yeah,
Go
we,
make
we shall be soon behind
Oh
you.
no, I was just saying bye to winter, but I mean,
yeah.
you guys-
I know.
Yeah.
I
I was saying goodbye to Winter.
Oh, okay. We all
Goodbye,
agreed on the Thought status. Be gone, Thought.
Be gone.
Okay, well, anyway, I have work, and also it's on our anniversary on Saturday, and I have a meal on Friday evening, so can't do that.
Ah.
But I can do tomorrow.
I can do whenever, really. We can always sort this out over Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see my lesbian.
I want to see my lesbian.
My lesbian. Here she comes. I want to see my lesbian.
You're valid. You're valid.
Love you guys.
Love you too.
Thanks for
Thanks for
coming
having
along,
me.
guys.
No
Thank
worries.
you,
Yeah,
thank you.
it's fun.
It's been fun,
My
yeah.
pleasure.
And
It's been real
wow,
fun.
Sorry
Thanks
for
for coming.
sidetracking every 5 minutes.
That's fine, honestly. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, as well. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes the game.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's been great. Thank you guys so much. And when we come back, we'll be with Justice for All.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, Lemon.
Great.
Bye, Steiny. Bye, Campia. Bye,
Goodbye, everyone.
Love you
Bye,
so
guys.
much. Deuces. Bye, friends.
Thank you for dealing with our bullshit.
Almost epic top. Tip ya.